fired, and they come up with a bizarre paranoid conspiracy theory. And guess what? None of it's true. We'll break down what the mainstream media never will. Hannity, 9 Eastern tonight, Fox News Channel, set your DVR. Tuesday edition, Sean Hannity Show. Carter Page weighs in on FISA abuse. We'll have the latest on the FBI's conspiracy theory against Donald Trump and much more. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you tonight at 9, back here tomorrow.
Hey guys, unfortunately, almost half you men out there over 40 need to listen up. And we know this is uncomfortable to talk about, but it's common and not weird, and there's something you can do about it. ED, not being able to perform your best. Now, thanks to science, it can be optional. 4hims.com is a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness for men. Hims connects you with real doctors and medical-grade solutions to treat ED. Prescription solutions backed by science. One ED pill starting with a V just came off patent on December 11th. And that's a game changer. Being your best means performing your best. And now you can do it with no waiting room, no trip to the pharmacy, just a simple online medical consultation and direct shipment to your door. Try Hims for a month today for just $5. We'll get you started for just $5 while supplies last. See website for full details. This would cost hundreds if you went to the doctor or a pharmacy. So go to 4hims.com/big. That's FORHIMS.com/big. 4hims.com/big.
The Tennessee Valley's News Talk Leader. News Talk Leader. Nuga Radio, 92.7 FM.
Nuga Radio, Chattanooga weather.
Mostly cloudy, dry, and chilly weather continues out there through your evening hours tonight. A few leftover clouds, a little colder. Could see some patchy fog overnight. Lows 30 to 32. For Tuesday, more sunshine, much nicer. Highs upper 40s. Continue dry, milder Wednesday, back into the 50s. For lunch or dinner, come to Guthrie's, home of the original golden fried delicious chicken finger with their special world-famous sauce. Open daily. Locations in Trenton, Signal Mountain, and Ringgold. Go get Guthrie's. It's always good. And I'm Storm Team 12. She's to dear all she packs her for.
Nuga Radio, 92.7. Nuga Radio.
Are you brain dead? Still voting for pathetic liberals? Take 3 hours of Sean Hannity from 3 to 6.
Nuga Radio.
Then call us in the morning between 9 and 11.
92.7.
Nuga Radio.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Pam Coulter. After the prosecutor argued the Wisconsin man accused of kidnapping Jamie Kloss and killing her parents is dangerous and a flight risk, a judge set bail at $5 million. 21-year-old Jake Patterson spoke very little, but agreed to waive a speedy preliminary hearing. Barron County District Attorney Brad Wright.
We have two parents of a 13-year-old who are deceased. We have a 13-year-old who was abducted for 88 days against her will forcibly. It doesn't get any more serious than that.
A charging document says Patterson methodically planned the crime after spotting the teenager getting onto a school bus. She was held in a cabin in the woods but managed to escape last week. In Logan Township, New Jersey, police shot and killed an armed man who burst into a UPS facility when he tried to leave the building with two women he was holding hostage. Teachers in the nation's second largest school district are out on strike.
Instead of inside the classroom, LA teachers were marching in the rain on the picket line. The teachers say they are striking over issues like wages and classroom size. They also want more librarians and more nurses.
There's only one nurse per week. So if a kid gets injured on a Tuesday and the nurse is only there on a Wednesday, what's going to happen to that child?
Despite the strike, schools were open, but with far less personnel, there wasn't much teaching. Steve Futterman, CBS News, Los Angeles.
After first not directly denying it, President Trump today made it very clear he is not a Russian asset.
I never worked for Russia, and you know that answer better than anybody. I never worked for Russia.
He's angry about the New York Times report, which said the FBI began a counterterrorism and criminal investigation of his possible ties to Russia during his first year in office. Confirmation hearings begin tomorrow for Attorney General designate William Barr, who's expected to pledge to protect Robert Mueller's Russia investigation. CBS's Paula Reed has more.
He talks about how he wants the special counsel's work to continue without any kind of political interference. He also says here that the president never asked him for any favors or tried to influence him for any of the things that he will be responsible for.
Travelers are noticing it's harder to get through the airport thanks to the government shutdown. CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
The number of sick calls by TSA screeners spiked over the weekend. Today, it was more than double what it was a year ago. 4 big airports, Atlanta, Miami, Washington Dulles, and Houston Bush Intercontinental, all have made changes due to TSA staffing issues.
Stocks moved lower today. The Dow fell 86 points. NASDAQ was down 65. This is CBS News.
You have enough things to worry about every day. Insurance shouldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
This week, you'll find great deals at Walgreens. Now with card, buy one, get one free on hundreds of vitamins and supplements through February 23rd. Save on great brands such as Finest Nutrition and 40-ounce Tide laundry detergent, $2.99 with card and coupon. Get great deals on the essentials you need right here at your neighborhood Walgreens. Walgreens, trusted since 1901. Of equal or lesser value. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See store for details.
And now a message from Puffs Plus Lotion Tissues. Coughing and sneezing aren't the season's worst flaw. It's the ordinary tissues that can leave noses raw. With each little wipe, they can leave noses red. So do your sniffer a favor. Buy Puffs Plus Lotion instead. Puffs have lotion to soothe and are soft on your nose. You'll feel the difference with each of your blows. Especially during cold and flu season, a nose in need deserves Puffs indeed.
You may not need a big block of time to exercise.
The single most common excuse for not exercising regularly is a perceived lack of time. Researcher Glenn Gaser at Arizona State University thinks he has the answer: high-intensity interval training.
Just breaking up a longer exercise session into shorter segments that are anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes, and these can be interspersed throughout the day, seem to provide some benefit.
Gaser says this may be the preferred strategy for individuals who lack time for exercise. Stephen Kaufman, CBS News, Prescott, Arizona.
Russia's beleaguered space agency says it's working to reestablish communication after losing control of its only space radio telescope. In recent years, the debt-burdened space industry suffered the loss of spacecraft, satellites, and a failed manned launch. The Spectre-R telescope was launched into orbit in 2011 to study black holes, neutron stars, and other things. Pam Coulter, CBS News.
3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news. Now.
2 bodies recovered from the Saudi Daisy crashed plane.
Months after being reported missing, a Wisconsin teen has been found alive.
And a mother and daughter brutally murdered in Whitfield County. These stories, Top Nooga Radio News Talk 92.7. News Director Russell Stroud.
And Val St. John reporting.
Crews recovered 2 bodies from the wrecked plane at the bottom of Chickamauga Lake. Reports say the wreckage was 35 feet underwater. The pilot, earlier identified by his family as retired Marine Captain Frank Davey, was recovered, and crews confirmed there was a passenger identified as 55-year-old Hamilton County school teacher Linda Marinello. Because of the government shutdown, the NTSB and the FAA will not investigate the cause of this crash, but a 911 caller reported an explosion in the air before the plane went down.
Months after being reported missing, a Wisconsin teen has been found alive. 13-year-old Jamie Kloss had been the subject of an intense nationwide search. More from WCCO radio reporter Edgar Linares.
She's been missing since October 15th after deputies responded to a 911 call from her parents' home, and deputies found her parents shot and killed. Nick O'Hara is a former FBI agent who's worked similar cases in the past.
The organization of something like this is critical. They've experienced this kind of a major case before. They know where to start. They know how to prioritize the leads. It's like a fire hose coming at you when something like this goes on.
Chattanooga Morning News with Russ and Val. Weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. on Nooga Radio, 92.7 FM.
Nooga Radio, Chattanooga weather.
Got some leftover clouds out there, 3 or nighttime. A little colder overnight with some patchy late fog, lows 30 to 32. for Tuesday, much nicer with more sunshine. Highs into the upper 40s. For Wednesday, continue dry with some sun. Milder highs back into the 50s. Tired of the pressures of car shopping? Come see what more people are making the short drive to Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC in Lafayette or online at jacksongm.com. That's Jackson Chevy Buick GMC in Lafayette. And I'm Storm Team 12 Sheep here. I'll just pass your 4.
The radio 92.7.
Nuga Radio, digital FM 95.3 HD4 and 92.7 FM knows your opinion is important. So call 800-8949. Agree or disagree? Call 423-800-8949. 800-8949. Nuga Radio, 92.7 FM and 95.3 HD4. News Talk Nuga Radio.
Hey folks, Jeff Stiles here, talk radio host and infamous technophobe. But I got to tell you, this Facebook Live that Nuga Radio does, it makes sense to me. It really does. Now, we're at 92.7 on the FM dial, but really where you need to go is NugaRadio.com and just do the streaming audio, 8 to 10 a.m. The first hour is mostly just me just throwing commentary in on top of the news. The second hour is me frustrating and irritating you beyond all belief. NugaRadio.com. Don't miss it. Every weekday.
Nuga Radio 92.7.
Space, the final frontier.
Whether it's a man cave, she shed or office, L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales has your space. The perfect portable building just for you. L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales is a premier building authorized dealer. You tired of paying high storage fees, lack of security, and not having easy access to your stuff? Then L&K has the building just for you. Or if you're looking for a mini home or the perfect hunting cabin, L&K has the building that will convert perfectly. Free delivery up to 50 miles. No credit checks and low monthly payments. Call L&K today at 706-858-0077. 706-858-0077. On Facebook, search L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales. 3532 Lakeview Drive, Rossville, Georgia. L&K's featured storage unit this month is a center cabin 12x32, featuring 15% off. L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales. Call 706-858-0077.
All the other guys are a bunch of weenies.
Nuga Radio 92.7.
An extra hour. That's exciting.
That is very exciting. And the best part about this is we're going to talk about something that nobody talks about. And it is high school sports. We're going to dedicate this whole hour, 6:08, to be high school sports. I cannot wait to get started, but I got a couple things to announce. We have a new team member on the Sportz Guys.
Ooh, all right.
Root to Fruit, right there on Ringo Road.
Right down the road.
Right down the road. Let me tell you something. When I think of fresh fruit, I think of Root to Fruit. And when I do think about Amish cheese, I think of Root to Fruit. When I think of fresh vegetables, I think of Root to Fruit. Let me tell you what they got for sale, what they got on sale this week. They have cabbage, 29 cents a pound. Navel oranges, 3 for $1. Grapefruit, 3 for $1. Tomatoes. Check this out. Mater sandwich. Mater sandwich, man. $3 a cup.
Wow.
10 pound of Idaho russet potatoes, $2.99. All greens, 99 cents a pound. Cut turnips, 49 cents a pound. They have honey bells, sweet onions, 99 cents a pound. Now, let me just tell you right now, they are the best produce stand in all of Chattanooga. If you're going to go get fresh vegetables, I'm going to tell you this right now. Courtney is her name. That is the owner's daughter. She goes through every bag in that place and pulls every bad piece of fruit out.
Wow.
If it's got a small bruise on it, it's gone.
Wow.
And it's reduced for quick sale. So Root to Fruit right up here on Ringo Road.
I can't wait till they get some mangoes in. I love me some mangoes.
Oh, let me tell you something. Strawberries, they have got tons of strawberries fresh, and they're huge.
I love strawberries.
And if you want to do fundraiser for strawberries, I will give you a phone number here in a little bit. On the next break, I will have a phone number for you where you can call, and your ball team or your basketball team or your football team want to raise some money for uniforms, whatever, we can do a fundraiser for strawberries.
Great idea.
Now, the other part of this best news this week, besides what I saw yesterday, AJ Sports Bar and Grill. We will be there Wednesday.
Yes, we will, and I am excited.
6 to 9. It's been operated by AJ since 2016. You're going to see my favorite table. You know what? Root to Fruit is going to sit at my special table.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, it's designated my spot. I'm going to put my little sign there. And he's going to be able to see, James is going to be able to see all the TVs. Him and his wife are going to be there. I cannot wait. Best food in town. This is not your normal bar food. This is like chicken tenders, nachos, sliders, wings, wing combos, sandwiches, burgers, grilled chicken, grilled cheese, club sandwiches, 1-inch sirloin, 10-ounce chopped steak, and lots of sides. Huge assortment, major kitchen. So go to AJ Sports Bar on 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive.
Not to mention 16 different beer on tap.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget that.
Oh, I know. I always let you kind of bring that in. But their phone number is 423-485-9080. You better get your table because when the Sports Guys comes, everybody's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody in the station has been invited to this thing. Everybody I have talked to has been invited. All your family and friends are invited. As long as you're 21, come on in.
Come join us.
Exactly.
It's going to be a blast.
And speaking of blast, the last time I was with her, I had a blast. Donna Darnes, the Chronic Realtor, a 13-year veteran, a real estate guru here in Chattanooga, has a no-cost evaluation of your home. She has the passion and energy just like I do for the job that I do, and I am in my dream job. She will buy or sell your house. She works harder than any agent in Chattanooga. She will not rest until she finds you the perfect house. I am a perfect example. 60 houses total. We went 50 in one day. Call Donna at 238-5440 or 544-1906. She is a five-star athlete when it comes to the Sports Guys. When you think of real Italian food, I went by there today. He made a stromboli in front of me in no time, and it was just amazing. But Portobello's on 4922 Highway 58. Fresh food, fresh sauces,
homemade,
fresh vegetables, homemade. Go to Portobello's and go and tell them the Sports Guys said, hey, L&K Portable Buildings, I'm just taking over that place. That should be L&K Sports Guys.
L&K,
because I'm telling you, for the whole month of January, I've already made the sign. It's going to be 5% off all buildings. And no sound. Okay, I will let them know. And then 12 by 32, I'm going to give you 15% off on that building. So go see Carrie down at the L&K building. L&K, right down at 3532 Lakeview Drive in Rossville. The number is 706-858-0077. Oh, it's on now, so good deal. Hey, thank you, Zach. I appreciate you letting us know there wasn't no sound. Now it's back on, so appreciate that. The Sports Guys is a equal opportunity employer. You employ us to give you the best sports in town, and we're going to do that. For the next few minutes, we're going to talk nothing but high school sports. And by the way, just on a side note, Mike Steele walked in, and you owe me a sandwich.
Yeah, I know.
So, I'm going to take good care of the Sports Guy this week or next week or in a month or whatever. But I took a sandwich away from Mike Steele. That makes me happy.
What do you want, man? Anything you want. What do you want?
Let me tell you something. You give me I said cheesesteak with provolone cheese and green peppers.
I was at Mad Philly today, man. But you know what I had?
What did you have?
I had a hot dog with grilled onions.
A hot dog? Hey, that's not too bad.
I'd rather have a hot dog than a steak.
Oh wow!
I love my hot dogs.
I'm a hot dog kind of guy with the chili and the onions and the mustard and a little
But
ketchup.
I think I use that as an excuse to have the fries.
Yeah,
I love
so.
the Mad Philly fries. Oh,
They're so good, aren't they?
They're so good.
See, we're trying to make you
Is this your
hungry.
show now? You starting at 6?
Yeah, management's giving me this hour. I'm sorry.
High school.
It's
about time, right?
I know.
This is all going to be about high school, middle school, elementary school sports.
Whatever, and we're
this.
gonna do this. Nobody's doing this, and we appreciate you listening here at Nougat Radio 92.7. Mike Steele, thank you so much.
We're good with the audio on the.
We're good now.
That's why I popped in. Okay.
All right.
And look at that shot. We're on YouTube too. Look at how clear that shot is on YouTube.
It's just perfect.
I just
is it
don't
not?
like to see my bald head.
But look, it's my bald head
Look at
too.
that, man. That's terrible.
We should go ahead and shave it
Yeah,
like
but
the rest
see,
of
I
us.
have hair, and it's just that spot right in the back.
You should tell Chrissy to shave
You know,
it.
about 4 or 5 years ago, I looked and went, when she put the mirror up, I'm like, I'm bald. She goes, yeah, I know. She says, nobody ever put the mirror up like
Hey,
that.
you got a round head. You could go bald like me. She might like that.
You know, I'm tempted.
Yeah.
I really am. I'm tempted.
See, I like making fun of Mike Steele. See, management allows me to make fun of Mike Steele because Mike Steele's everybody's joke. I appreciate you.
What?
Yeah. That's what management told me.
Hey, check out my show at noon.
Oh, I will. I cannot wait.
You know what it's called?
What?
Loudmouth Mike.
Loudmouth Mike. And I thought I had a big mouth.
I got to fix all you liberals here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we don't like Trump. Don't build the wall.
Oh, okay. Now,
Oh,
hold
it's
up, Mike.
gonna be
Hold up.
a
Time out,
beach.
Mike.
We gotta
This is a
fix all
sports
you.
show.
Yeah, I got to do.
Okay. Mike Steele, Josh Stone, it's been a pleasure. Let's go over some scores that we've got currently that was from yesterday on the basketball. Yesterday.
In front of me. Well, you mean Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday's the last scores we had.
Yes. Saturday. No, these are Saturdays.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Saturday scores for the ladies. Silverdale Baptist beats Tyner 61-44.
Wow. Okay. We need to go some of these. I love women's basketball.
Yeah.
That is I love the pureness. Now, you go to the guys' game, and they're like slamma and all this, but you go to a women's game,
they're aggressive.
They know how to do a chest pass. They know the basics of basketball, and they give a good pass. They get it inside, and she just swoops it up in there.
You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but basketball, men's and women's, is the only high school sport that we have not called yet.
I have called. No, we have not.
We.
I have called a girls'
I know
state
you have.
tournament.
I'm talking about we.
We have not.
We've done football twice.
Yes,
We've done
together.
baseball.
We
together.
have. I love doing baseball's fun.
Oh yeah, it is. Maybe we'll get.
I mean, you
some
could
more.
get some ridiculous stories going in baseball.
Oh yeah,
and still do the game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Who else we got on the scores?
Meigs County defeats Volunteer 83-62. Meigs County put up some points.
Meigs County has been really good for the last couple of years.
They have.
And Mike Steele's playing the camera.
The Chattanooga Patriots hosted Western Kentucky. This is high school.
Oh,
High school. The ladies get the win. The Chattanooga Patriots 60-37.
Ooh,
that's a long way to come to
that's
get beat
a
that bad.
long way to come beat that bad.
Mm-hmm.
That is. Oh wow.
Moving over into Georgia, the Lady Wolverines of Dade County squeak out a close victory over Trine, 48-42.
Ooh, I like those close games because they tend to be just free throws and good defense.
In a battle of Catoosa County on Saturday, the Heritage Lady Generals defeated the Ringgold Lady Tigers 57-40.
That is, technically, for those of you who don't know, that's a big rivalry game. It doesn't matter what sport it is. It could be kickball, and Heritage and Ringgold are going to be competitive. Even at kickball, they're going to be competitive.
Yes, they are. In a little state crossover game, it was the Southeast Whitfield defeating Boyd Buchanan 42-19.
No way. You went all the way across into Tennessee and put 42.
Well, this game was at Boyd Buchanan, so Southeast came up.
That's what I mean. They came up.
It came up and hung 42 and held their defense held to 19 points.
That coach has got to be happy.
I mean, let me break this down. After the first quarter, Southeast was up 18-2.
Did they put in a fifth-string point guard at that point?
I have no idea what they did. I mean, it just got worse from there. And then the final ladies score from Saturday, GPS beats St. Cecilia 52-44.
Okay. Sounds like we have got some stout women's basketball teams.
We do.
And we need to probably go see these stout teams because Meigs County's been good for a couple.
Mm-hmm. Moving over into the men's side of basketball from Saturday, Western Kentucky defeated Chattanooga Patriots 64-45.
So they the women took one, and then the guys lost.
Mm-hmm. In a battle of Walker County, Gordon Lee defeated Ridgeland 62-36.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, that one hurts me a little bit.
That hurts you a little bit. That's your alma mater.
Yeah, that one hurts me a little bit. Back up into Tennessee, Baylor defeats Father Ryan 51-30.
Wow. You thought with a good football program they got, what happened?
Well, you see it in college, if you're good at one thing, you're generally not.
Generally, but it's funny. Anyway, we'll get into that in the next hour.
Brainerd defeated Columbia, Georgia, 54-52.
Oh, they did try. I remember them talking about them traveling.
Yeah,
down there.
they traveled down to Columbia, Georgia, and beat
That's a long way to go down there to
ink out a 2-point win.
Yeah, and to win that, that's pretty good.
Let's see. Meigs County defeated Volunteers 76-48 for the men.
That's a big time score.
Back down into Georgia, Heritage defeats Ringgold 71-58. So they completed that sweep of Ringgold. Let's see. And the last score I have, Southeast Whitfield completed the sweep on the men's side as they defeated Boyd Buchanan 58-53.
Wow.
So that was a clean sweep for Southeast coming up out of Georgia.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Those
are
great scores.
And Southeast is usually a really big soccer program. So it's for me being from Georgia and being in that area, it's nice to see them come up into Chattanooga and get a win.
Oh, yeah, and the girls come up there and only allow 19 points for Boyd Buchanan?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So we also have some wrestling scores.
Yeah, please tell us about that as well.
Saturday they had the Fairview Duels.
Okay.
Whitwell defeated Battleground Academy BGA 60-22.
Oh.
Let's see. And then Whitwell defeated Fairview. Whitwell 43-36.
Oh, Mike over here trying to be funny.
Whitwell defeated Forest 51-28. And then in the championship, Page defeated Whitwell 63-15.
Mike Steele. He's trying to be funny. He tried to get me in trouble is what he's trying to do.
And if you're out and about tonight, we have a few high school games being played tonight.
Whitwell's not playing.
They are. They are at Riverside Academy. Girls at 6, boys at 7:30.
Okay.
Hickson is at Boyd Buchanan.
Oh, wow.
Collegedale Academy is at Silverdale Baptist. Ottawa is at East Ridge, right down the road a little bit. Walker Valley is at Polk County. And Bledsoe County is at Richard Hardy. The Bledsoe County, Richard Hardy, the girls tip at 7 and the boys tip at 8:30.
Oh, well, there's some. So if you got time, you can go watch the men play because, you can listen to us to 7 and then you can go watch some high school when you get done. Come listen to us some more.
Yeah.
Because we'll have all kinds of things going here. But, that's awesome. I cannot wait to hear the scores from all this.
So, I'm big into baseball.
You are.
Ringgold has a stellar baseball program right now for the past few years.
Yes, they have.
They had a player today, before the season started, sign with a college.
Ooh, who signed?
Senior catcher. Let me get his name pulled up here.
Ringo's known for its basketball, known for its football, and known for two sports. So,
Caleb Stevens has signed on to play baseball at Bryan College next season.
That's huge.
They said he attended a prospect camp and was emailed an offer from the Lions a few days later.
Do they offer at Bryan? Do they offer half scholarships, or is it a full one?
It should be a full. I'm pretty sure that they offer half scholarships, but most colleges do. I know when I was at Shorter, they offered a couple other players that I knew of when I was being recruited a half scholarship.
Okay. All right. So full ride, take care of the education, and play the sport you love.
Yeah. And coming from Ringgold, I mean, they made it down to the state Final Four last year in baseball. So, and they've won 3 straight region titles here in the area. So but like you said, they've always had a really good baseball program in Ringgold.
We've got, in the next segment of this first series, we've got a interesting story about a high school player who's played 1 year of football and is getting a ride
to a illustrious, big-time illustrious school.
Mm-hmm. And education-wise, he's going to be just fine.
Oh yeah. So, and we've also got a lacrosse story.
We got a little time here. Why don't you talk about that lacrosse?
Want to talk about lacrosse? All right. For the first time ever, beginning in spring 2022, lacrosse will be a recognized program in the TSSAA.
Okay. So it's gonna be recognized.
It'll be in with the baseball championships and the softball championships. It's gonna be a recognized sport as far as high school athletics. They will get a state champion.
Be sanctioned.
Sanctioned, yes. It's going
to be sanctioned, and that means they're going to have a state tournament, and they're going to actually have a state championship trophy for lacrosse, which this should have happened long ago.
Yeah. It's Atlanta. Atlanta welcomed their Major League Lacrosse team in 2017. And Georgia has more than 100 prep teams that are sanctioned in Georgia, and they've boys and girls, and they've been sanctioned since 2005 in Georgia.
So Tennessee is behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, big time. Because I know me personally, like I said, when I went to Shorter, that's in Rome. We were right down the road from Darlington and Darlington High School, and lacrosse is huge. My roommate was actually he coached because he lived in Rome. He coached lacrosse. He helped coach lacrosse over there at Darlington, and it is massive down there.
I mean, you have to think that these schools are getting these different sports in, and you would think the TSSAA would have gone ahead and sanctioned this a long time ago.
And it's the first sport to be sanctioned out of nowhere since 2002 when bowling was sanctioned.
I mean, they were wasting no time in bowling.
No, they didn't.
You're listening to Sportz Guys on News Radio 92.7.
3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news now.
Volkswagen to create 1,000 new jobs in Chattanooga expansion. Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam, along with the Department of Economic and Community Development Commissioner and Volkswagen AG, announcing today Chattanooga will be home to the company's first electric vehicle manufacturing facility in North America. Governor Haslam said, "I thank Volkswagen for its partnership. Also applaud the company for its ongoing commitment to education and workforce alignment." Gasoline prices in Chattanooga have risen 14.4 cents per gallon in the past week, according to the Chattanoogan Reporting Gas Buddies daily survey of 170 stations in Chattanooga. Chattanooga. With oil prices back over $50 per barrel, it looks like gas prices in more areas may soon bottom out and start to tick higher. And the 2019 Chattanooga Women's March Rally will be held this Saturday. Participants will gather at Coolidge Park beginning at 11. Val St. John for Nooga Radio, News Talk 92.7, Action News now.
Sean Hannity, weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 p.m. on Nooga Radio 92.7 FM.
Nooga Radio 92.7.
Listen up, y'all. This is Ben Phillips with Home Rate Mortgage right here in Chattanooga. I'm in the business of saving people money. And if you want to save money, you need to pick that cell phone up right now. 805-9100. I just helped a doctor with a $400,000 mortgage. It closed in just 24 days. We lowered his rate by over 4%, saving his family $394,000 in mortgage interest payments. And get this, several lenders told this doctor he was stuck in his loan. What was the difference? He called the mortgage doctors at Home Rate Mortgage right here in Chattanooga. 805-9100. What would 10 minutes on the phone with Home Rate Mortgage do for you? Get that cell phone out right now. 805-9100. Let us prescribe you a better solution for you to reach your financial goals. Just give us a call right now. 805-9100 or online at homeratemortgage.com.
Wow, Triumph Spitfire. I haven't seen one of those in ages. Boy, is it gorgeous.
Thanks. It was my grandfather's. Drives like a dream.
Where do you go to keep it up?
Rivermont Pure. I never thought I'd find a place, but they specialize in older and European cars. They get the hard-to-find parts and treat me right every time.
Rivermont Pure?
Yeah, they're on Hickson Pike across from Lupton Drive. I found them online at rivermontpureservice.com.
Rivermont Pure. Import or domestic. If it rolls, they work it.
Join We've Got You Covered with Scott Schrader every Saturday from 10 to 11 on Nooga Radio. From finance to fixtures, we discuss everything you need to know about buying or owning a home, the pitfalls, the perks, and everything in between. Saturday mornings from 10 to 11, right here on Nooga Radio.
Whether you have marginal, moderate, or even extensive hair loss, you don't have to live with it. Finally, there's a procedure that becomes a part of you, and it requires no daily maintenance or special care. Let Apollo Hair Systems give you a free hair and scalp analysis today. Call 423-803-1011 and schedule this free evaluation today. Open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Apollo Hair Systems, 5512 Ringgold Road in Chattanooga. 423-803-1011 for Apollo Hair Systems.
For your small business, ending the year the right way can set you up for success come January. No need to let end-of-year panic set in. Easy Books and Taxes can help set up your books or new payroll service so that you can relax and enjoy the holiday season. With 35 years, bookkeeping, individual, and business tax preparation, it's easy. With Easy Books and Taxes, you run the business, we keep the books. Call us today at 423-755-0821.
Martin Truex Jr. is off the pace and he is headed to the pit lane. Elliott Powers around the outside. Michael McDowell pops a right front tire. Here's Martin Truex to the bottom. Blaney blocks him off too. Meanwhile, Chase Elliott went 4 wide on the back straightaway. They're side by side for the lead.
Hear it live on Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station.
Nooga Radio, 92.7 FM, 95.3 HD4.
The voice of NASCAR.
Expect some leftover clouds out there, 3 or nighttime. A little colder overnight with some patchy late fog, lows 30 to 32. For Tuesday, much nicer with more sunshine, highs into the upper 40s. For Wednesday, continued dry with some sun, milder highs back into the 50s. Tired of the pressures of car shopping? Come see what more people are making the short drive to Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC in Lafayette or online at jacksongm.com. That's Jackson Chevy Buick GMC in Lafayette. And I'm Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Report.
Nooga Radio 92.7.
The Sportz Guys are back. Bottom of the hour, second period of the Sportz Guys here in Chattanooga. We're on from 6 to 9. I am big John Christopher with little bitty ground score Chuck Josh Stone. And you complete the Sportz Guys. It's not the advertiser, it's you.
Why did I just, in my head, envision you dressed as the Joker saying you complete me when you said that?
big hat, funny face painted, that would be funny. I think it would be. But we're excited to have you a part of the greatest sports show on Chattanooga Radio right now.
Which
right here.
Just gets better because hour one
and Keon is here, my
school.
man. All right. Let me bring Keon. Keon is in the house, folks.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Hey, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, it's going pretty well.
We're talking high school sports, and we're excited that you're a part of it. So real quickly, I'm going to go over this, and then we'll get back into stories. L&K Portable Buildings is a premier building dealer here in Rossville, Georgia. Don't let them fool you. I'm the boss. 5% off all buildings this month. And then they've got a building that's just perfect for you. It's reduced price. And then on top of that, I'm just going to knock 15% off. So go to 3532 Lakeview Drive in Rossville at 706-858-0077 and tell them the Sportz Guy said, give you some money off. And when you think real Italian food, Portobello's comes to my mind. Real authentic food. Atmosphere is just outrageous. Fresh food, sauces. Oh, the lasagna is just out of this world. So when you have a special date, a special time, go to Portobello's and tell them it's a part of Old Italy. Tell them the Sportz Guy said, put them in that corner. My 5-star point guard, Donna Darns, a Cry-Like realtor, 13-year veteran. She offers no cost evaluations, and she will make sure you get a house. I guarantee you 60 houses total. It's honest truth. Took me 60 houses to find the one I got, but you know what? When she found it, I found it. So call her at 238-5440, 238-5440 or 544-1906. You won't be sorry. Tomorrow, or Wednesday, excuse me. I'm excited. I'm trying to make it tomorrow. Tomorrow, you're invited too, by the way. Come on out to AJ Sports Bar and Grill. Been operated by AJ since 2016. Wall-to-wall TV, 50-cent wings, and they're going to hook us up, and they're going to hook you up.
16 beers on tap.
16 beers on tap. Let me tell you something. I've got a special place for you to stand and watch all these games that are going to be on this week, all the good basketball, SEC. The food is just out of this world. It's not even bar food. It's real food. And they even have a 1-ounce steak that I've heard is just amazing. They have a 10-ounce chopped steak with all the sides. So go to AJ Sports Bar on 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive and tell AJ, save me a table for the playoffs this weekend. 485-9080. It's 485-9080. And then my brand new sponsor today, Root to Fruit. I love these people. They are so awesome. When I think of Root to Fruit, I think of Amish food, Amish cheese. I think of fresh vegetables. I think of fresh fruit. Let me tell you what they got on tap. Got cabbage, 29 cents a pound. Navel oranges, $3 for $1. Grapefruit, $3 for $1. Tomatoes, $3 a cup. That means Mater sandwiches will be cheap for lunch. 10-pound Idaho russet potatoes, $2.99. Greens, 99 cents a pound. Cut turnips, 49 cents a pound. And they have honey bells, sweet onion, 99 cents a pound. Go see those at Root to Fruit right up there on Ringo Road.
I know you got a story about the TSSAA football playoffs, but
I do.
I want to talk about something before you.
Yeah, we kind of teased this right before the break that there was this particular player from the school that played 1 year of football and is going to get a huge ride in football.
Yeah, Malone Howley he's a 4-year starter for Signal Mountain when it comes to basketball. But him and a couple other the basketball seniors decided they were going to do some spring workouts with the football team going into their senior year.
Well, sure.
Well, that turned into spring practices, and that turned into fall practices, and then he started the games. And actually, he caught the 2 touchdowns in the 14-0 shutout victory over Saudi Daisy.
Impressive.
He got a scholarship from the University of Pennsylvania.
Wow. Not Penn State, but the University of Pennsylvania.
The Ivy League school to play football after just 1 year. Now, granted, he's 6'4", 175-pound wide receiver. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
He's got some size, but, I mean... Just 1 year, and then you're going to an Ivy League school.
Keon, if I was 6'4", 175, and I was smart, would you want me to go to Penn?
Yeah, that seems like a good fit.
But I'm short. I'm 5'11", 265, and I'm just a sports guy. So, yeah. But, for someone 6'4", 175, yeah.
To get an Ivy League education on top of playing football up there, that's big.
And then an Ivy League school gets a really talented player, good size physicality and all of that, which is hard to come by in that particular division of schools.
Yeah. Because I remember I can remember this play. He in that Signal Mountain or the Saudi Daisy game, he over the shoulder catch in the back of the end zone for one of the scores. I remember seeing that on the highlights. So
those Moss you've been Moss plays. Yeah, we need to find video and have a UB John'd.
Yeah.
Big John.
See, the question is, does Penn have a quarterback who can throw it? That's really
I guess we'll find out.
Because we've seen that happen too. Like you have a guy like Calvin Johnson at Georgia Tech, and you just never see how good he could have been until he got to the NFL, where there's a quarterback who really could throw it.
And then Matt, he had a quarterback, but he just never could get it there.
Yeah,
and then it ultimately led to him to retire early.
Well, it was all the injuries, just the pounding that you take when you're the best offensive player on a team. That's no good.
You're right. It is no good. The other story that I'm going to bring up in this last half of this hour is football attendance. I get it. I've been to Cookeville, and I've tried to go to Park because I was in the media to watch Farragut play in the state championship. Drove around the freaking block 3 times trying to find your way to the stadium. On top of that, parking was not cheap, not even for the media. It was like $12-15.
See, but and my question on that is why does the TSSAA play in Cookeville? I mean, Georgia plays in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I know Texas plays in Texas Stadium and the Cowboys Stadium.
Oh, they play inside the dome.
Yeah, I mean, why can't Tennessee play in Nashville?
Nashville to me is convenient to everybody. Playing the Titan Stadium. I mean, you're going to get 4 immaculate looking, or there's actually 5 locker rooms in there because doesn't Tennessee State play in there too?
Yes.
I mean, they're bringing in 2017. They brought in $121,319 less. The paid attendance was 19% down. Well, first off, it's not convenient. Have you ever driven to Cookeville? Anybody in here ever driven to Cookeville?
How far is Cookeville from here? I've never been up there.
Technically, it's like 3 hours.
Yeah, no. That's it, right? Is it because Nashville's more central, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And see, Nashville, you can get on 24 and boom, you're there. It's all straight up highway.
Like Nashville's great if you're coming from Knoxville here.
Memphis.
Now, going to Cookeville from Knoxville, a lot of it is 40. Coming from here, GPS is going to take you through the hills, through the valleys to Grandma's house we go.
Take you through Narnia to get to...
Take you through Dunlap, all that way to Cookeville. Not a safe road. Not at night. Not when you've been, partying and yelling and...
So is those figures, is that from just the championship or is that from all playoffs?
That's all playoffs.
See, they've got to be doing something wrong because I've been to the Georgia high school playoffs and both sides are always packed out. Like the year that Ridgeland went to the Dome, they had that really good year with the Bowmans.
Right. No, because I actually agree with your point about playing in Nissan Stadium where the Titans play because
it's a lot easier to get there than it is to Cookeville.
It is that, and there's something about going to an NFL stadium, being able to take these kids and put them on a big stage. I'm from Texas. Everybody goes to Jerry World for the game.
There are 5 dressing rooms in that stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think these guys, they're in their college locker room, and you got the Georgia guys. Well, we played in the Mercedes-Benz Dome for our state championship, and you got
where'd you play?
Guys from Texas. Oh, we played in Jerry's World. That place is amazing. And then you, like you said, get to Tennessee. Well, where'd y'all play?
Go play for Tennessee Tech,
Cookeville, and no one outside of this state can find Cookeville on a map.
Exactly.
That's my rip here is the fact that they get this contract and they're like, oh, we're going to do this, and this. It's not convenient to get to Cookeville from this area of the country. When I say Chattanooga and so forth. So why not put it on a convenient? You want to really make it good? Put it in Knoxville at Neyland Stadium. Put it in a real stadium, or put it in Titan State Nissan Stadium.
Yeah, make the stage big. Do you know how many kids just love the fact that they played in Cowboy Stadium?
In
Texas? It's a big deal, and people want to go there, and you might not be able to afford tickets to go there when the Cowboys are in there. So you go there and watch your high school team play.
I watched a championship game in Texas on YouTube or something, and it was like 20 or 30,000 people at Jerry's World
from this just past. Yeah. High school football in Texas is a completely different animal anyways.
But you put somebody in the Titan Stadium where they got great parking. You've got multiple lots. You have the ability to have press boxes where multiple media people can get in one spot. Whereas at Cookeville, you got to meet under a tent. And then the ability to sit, and if you're a print media guy, there's not room. You got to stand on the sidelines, get your notes, and then sit under a tent at the media room that's got not really good internet, no fiber, and you got to do that. I mean, it just does not work, and it's cold.
Well, can you imagine this year how windy it was?
Tent when I was there,
how windy it was for the games.
I could only imagine and it's an open air stadium. It's like the old, I don't know. Keon will give you my age, but the Neyland Stadium used to have two ends that were open, like it never went up like it does now, and they were like UTC, open on both ends. Well, that's about be honest with you, you can get better parking and better area right there at UTC's 20,000 seat football stadium than you can at Cookeville. It's convenient right there on the interstate. You can get on and get off.
It's a bigger stadium from what I've seen on TV, too.
There's 20,000 people can come and watch you play. I'm just saying, TWSAA needs to reassess why they're going to Cookeville, because Cookeville is not convenient for everybody.
Does everyone? And maybe I'm just asking questions we may not be able to answer today. But is there anybody? Are we bidding on this? Is there a way that we can?
There's a way they do bid, and they do get these 3-4 year contracts or whatever it is. But
okay, so that brings me to my next question. Where's Cookeville finding all this money to somehow wind up being the team, or wind up being the city that we're doing this in? Like, Knoxville would be better, Nashville would be better, here would be better,
Memphis,
like literally anywhere else would be better, more convenient to get to, easier to travel, easier to park, like you said. If I'm going to sit out in the cold, I'd like to do it in an NFL stadium.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Better bathrooms, better facilities.
Oh yeah, and then in order to get your Coke or your hot chocolate, you've got all these tents around there, but they have concession stands. I mean, it is bidded out, and I don't know how Cookeville ends up getting it, but Chattanooga, Knoxville, Nashville need to step up their game, because you're losing money by doing it in Cookeville. I mean, I get it if it was just no-name schools, but you got some big schools that come there. Farragut comes there. Maryville's been there. Alcoa. These people bring people. And you make it really hard to get in there. So that was my gist of all this is, why are we even messing with Cookeville?
Well, I mean, even you were talking about them big-name schools. Whitwell this past year brought a ton of people up. I mean, they shut the town down to go up there, and I mean, it's embarrassing, really.
I mean, to be honest with you, it's easier to get to Whitwell's high school than it is to get to Cookeville, because it's convenient to get right in and get right out. Whereas, have you ever been to Cookeville or Tennessee Tech?
I haven't. No.
It reminds me, and I'm trying to look at you this way, but I'll look through the camera here. If you have the old days, in the heat of the night, you have that little square and you go all the way around. You have a city and you go in, you have to go all the way around to go around it.
Right.
Okay, that's what Tennessee Tech is. You go into Cookeville, when you go in there, and it's on the other side of town, coming from 111, and the stadium's here, and it's like it's a box. And then they got all these streets pulled that are one way, and then they got streets blocked, and you can hardly get in there. So it's not even convenient.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and there's no reason. I understand. I'm from Texas, and high school football in Texas
huge.
Makes absolutely no sense in terms of the magnitude of it. But I will say one of the things that makes me feel at home, having moved from Texas to here, is that high school football is still important here. Mm-hmm. And there's no reason for it to be located at a place that nobody wants to go to, clearly, because it's losing money.
I mean, I would love to hear from some official from TWSAA that tells me why Cookeville is better than Knoxville or Nashville or Chattanooga. Convenience in this day and time, I hate to say this, I'm 49 years old, and Keon's like 20-something years younger than me. I'm going to drop the mic when I do this, is the fact it's convenience, and we're in a microwave society. We want it now. So if I want to go to a football game, I want to be able to pull in, like you go to Titans, you get off the road there, you go under the bridge, especially if you're at the media, you take a left, and you go one way down, and they got the police bringing you down, you're bringing you on down. You show your little thing, and you take a right, and there's a parking lot right there. Even if you're not the media, you got 3 or 4 parking lots right there. You can park, get out, and walk within a mile, less than a mile, or less than a medium amount of time to get right in there. And convenience.
And here's another question too. When the game's over in Cookeville, what is there to do?
You get on 111, you head back, you go back home.
Yeah,
and you stop, and there's nothing open. I'm just going to tell you, there was nothing open. The only thing open on the way back from Cookeville that day was a McDonald's, and everybody stopped at the McDonald's. And it was a 40-minute wait just to get a couple of burgers and a drink.
See, you do it in Nashville, and you've got all the restaurants.
You have Manchester, and you have all that down through there. Or you've got all kinds of stuff. But
it's about the experience. I think that's what people really want. Because then why don't I just watch the game on TV? Don't have to leave my house, get to stay warm, don't have to figure out where to park, and don't have to figure out what to eat after.
Yeah.
No, and that's what it is, the convenience, but they don't make it convenient for high school football.
Not in Tennessee.
Not in Tennessee. Now, Georgia
does it right.
Georgia got the dome. The only big thing I had a problem with that is the parking was outrageously priced.
Well,
and I mean, you had to park in I had to park in a garage, but you know what? I was sitting.
You're inside. So.
I was sitting in a lower level where you pay $200, $300, $400 for the
Falcons.
The Falcons, and I was right there.
Yeah, and again, when you go into Georgia, you're in the dome. So in December when it's freezing cold, I think paying a little bit more to park,
right? And you're in Atlanta anyway. Yeah. Everything costs $1 million down there.
But I'm just making the point. It's convenience and it's comfortable for the spectators. It's safe, and I'm sure it's safe in Cookeville, but there's nothing to do in Cookeville. Everybody's already asleep.
Yeah.
And it's not that Cookeville's unsafe. It's that you're driving in the darkness and down 111 road. Yeah,
when you drive 111 back through Dunlap and back that way, it's some hairy turns.
And I took a drive out to Houston a few Novembers ago, and you pass through these towns in Texas on the interstate, and you look at the football stadium, and you think it's a Division II school, and it's a high school.
It could be a junior high school.
It's bigger than what I've seen on Cookeville Stadium on TV. I mean, it's just
bigger is better in Texas, but it's the whole thing is that maybe Tennessee needs to be bigger and better, or maybe they need to utilize some stadiums that aren't being used that are convenient to getting to where. I mean, when you're done in Chattanooga, you can always go to City Cafe, and you're going to have a huge meal.
Yeah.
And there's 2 of them. There's 3 of them if you count the one in Cleveland.
And I know, Kentucky, they don't have a big.
They play in Lexington, NFL. I'm sure.
I think they alternate from Louisville and Lexington.
Yeah, I mean, you got big cities.
Yeah. You got big colleges there to play at.
I mean, you've got big colleges here, which is the problem that we have.
And that's why we have what we have.
Pretty much every other state goes, what's the biggest stadium we have? Let's go there. Yeah. And in Tennessee, we're just like, yeah, what's the smallest town that we have? Let's send everyone to...
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Hey, you're listening to the Sportz Guys with Jeff Johnstone and Big John Christopher. We thank you very much. We'll be right back with you. In a second, at the top of the hour, we're going to talk NFL, college, and you. Join us 800-8949, 800-8949.
The station you hear everywhere.
Cougar Radio 92.7. 3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news now.
Volkswagen to create 1,000 new jobs in Chattanooga expansion. Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam, along with the Department of Economic and Community Development Commissioner and Volkswagen AG, announcing today Chattanooga will be home to the company's first electric vehicle manufacturing facility in North America. Governor Haslam said, "I thank Volkswagen for its partnership. Also applaud the company for its ongoing commitment to education and workforce alignment." Gasoline prices in Chattanooga have risen 14.4 cents per gallon in the past week, according to the Chattanoogan Reporting Gas Buddies daily survey of 170 stations in Chattanooga. With oil prices back over $50 per barrel, it looks like gas prices in more areas may soon bottom out and start to tick higher. And the 2019 Chattanooga Women's March Rally will be held this Saturday. Participants will gather at Coolidge Park beginning at 11. Val St. John for Nooga Radio, News Talk 92.7, Action News now.
Expect some leftover clouds out there through your nighttime. A little colder overnight with some patchy late fog. Lows 30 to 32. For Tuesday, much nicer with more sunshine. Highs into the upper 40s. For Wednesday, continue dry with some sun. Milder highs back into the 50s. Tired of the pressures of car shopping? Come see what more people are making the short drive to Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC in Lafayette or online at jacksongm.com. That's Jackson Chevy Buick GMC in Lafayette. And I'm Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Moore.
Nooga Radio 92.7.
As a small business owner, you know that running a business is no easy task. You're in the office and on your third cup of coffee before most even roll out of bed. That's why you need office equipment and solutions that help keep your business running smoothly. The experts at RJ Young provide office technology that ensures your business's network stays efficient and secure, so you can focus on what truly matters, growing your business. To discover how RJ Young can help your small business grow, visit rjyoung.com/smallbusiness.
Hey folks, Jeff Styles here, talk radio host and infamous technophobe. But I got to tell you, this Facebook Live that Nooga Radio does, it makes sense to me. It really does. Now, we're at 92.7 on the FM dial, but really where you need to go is noogaradio.com and just do the streaming audio, 8 to 10 a.m. The first hour is mostly just me just throwing commentary in on top of the news. The second hour is me frustrating and irritating you beyond all belief. noogaradio.com. Don't miss it. Every weekday.
Nooga Radio 92.7.
Even if you like your job, there are some things that can drive you nuts. Like the anonymous coward who steals your lunch from the break room fridge. Or maybe Tyler, the IT guy, who gives you that condescending look when you tell him that your computer is acting up again, as if somehow
A Wisconsin man is charged in the abduction of 13-year-old Jamie Claus.
These prosecutors here want justice.
Day 24 of the partial government shutdown.
Federal workers are paying for this far-left ideological crusade.
The president says he never worked for Russia.
It's a lot of fake news.
This is the CBS World News Roundup Late Edition, presented by Zoom Video Conferencing.
I'm Jim Shenevy. Kidnapping and murder. The charges filed today against Jake Thomas Patterson, a 21-year-old Wisconsin man accused of abducting 13-year-old Jamie Claus after murdering her parents. She escaped last week after being held against her will since mid-October. Barron County, Wisconsin DA Brian Wright.
If you read the criminal complaint, you can see the amount of control that he was exerting over her. And at some point, she found it within herself at 13 years old to say, I'm going to get myself out of this situation.
Investigators say Patterson made up his mind to grab Claus after spotting her getting on a school bus. Correspondent Jamie Yukis.
He spotted her bus leaving as he quit his cheese shop job. He gets in his car. He starts driving down a highway. He spots the bus drop Jamie Kloss off at her home. He looks at that little girl, the 13-year-old girl, according to the complaint, and says to himself that he is going to kidnap her.
Patterson's bail was set at $5 million. The partial government shutdown continues, day 24, and so does the finger pointing. Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell.
Maybe this is all one big political game. No negotiation, no collaboration, political gameplay.
Minority Leader Chuck Schumer.
Democrats are happy to negotiate about the best way to secure our border, but we need to open the government first. The fact that President Trump refuses to consider our proposal means that he's holding the government and the American people hostage as a political tactic.
President Trump reacted to a weekend New York Times report that he had been investigated by the FBI in 2017 on whether he was working on behalf of Russia against U.S. interests.
I never worked for Russia, and you know that answer better than anybody. I never worked for Russia. Not only did I never work for Russia, I think it's a disgrace that you even asked that question, because it's a whole big fat hoax. It's just a hoax.
The president blamed known scoundrels and dirty cops working for the FBI and Justice Department. President Trump's choice to head the Justice Department, Attorney General nominee William Barr, has his confirmation hearing in the Senate tomorrow. His prepared remarks were released today, where he pledges to protect Russia's special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation. He also will address his prior criticism of that probe. On Wall Street, the first back-to-back losses so far this year, the Dow dropping 86 points. Now this.
Zoom video conferencing, featuring video and audio clarity with screen sharing. Free accounts are available at zoom.us. That's zoom.us. Zoom video conferencing.
Unexpected reactions to smart financial decisions, brought to you by feedthepig.org.
Well, I finally did it. I improved my credit score. You're kidding, right? No. How are we supposed to be the bad boys of electro-synth pop if you're out there being responsible? The band is about to be discovered. This is our year. Yeah, you've been saying that for a while now. You think anyone in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was worried about their credit score? I never really thought that. Of course they weren't. Rock stars aren't supposed to think about that kind of stuff. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, write aggressively sensitive power ballads, start questionable fashion trends, tragically break up and blame creative differences. All right. I thought maybe it was time to take control of my finances, you know? Start using a budget, get out of debt, set some goals. A budget? Debt? Set some goals? Listen, I knew that we'd have our creative differences, but I was hoping they'd involve a little more scandal.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
It's the first teacher strike for the Los Angeles public school system in some 30 years.
The nation's second largest school district pretty much came to a halt. The first teacher strike in LA in 30 years. Alex Caputo-Pearl heads the teachers union UTLA.
Students, we are striking for you.
Wages are a key issue, but teachers also want lower classroom size. On the picket line, this teacher became emotional.
I just really feel bad for the students.
Steve Futterman, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Parts of the Mid-Atlantic spent the day digging out of a foot or more of snow. In the Carolinas, the problem was ice, which brought down trees and power lines. Megan Miles of Duke Energy.
We have already restored 123,000 customers who lost power because of the storm. We are estimating that all of our customers should be back on by no later than Tuesday evening.
You're listening to the CBS World News Roundup.
3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news now.
There's a stabbing in downtown Chattanooga. Reports say a man stabbed in the neck after a fight outside a bar around 2:30 Sunday afternoon. 911 dispatch reports it happened at Market and 4th Street. Reports say the suspected slasher was arrested. The plane that went down in Chickamauga Lake was recovered by crews working for the owner's insurance company. The two victims were recovered from the bottom of the lake on Thursday. Two large pieces of the wreckage taken off to be investigated by the NTSB. The sheriff's office says it's still gathering debris from the scene. A funeral date set for the captain for Tuesday. Chattanooga police still trying to track down an alleged bank robber. The BB&T Bank on Gumbarrel was held up a week ago by a bearded man who demanded money from a teller. He then changed his appearance after the robbery. The Chattanooga Police Department hopes you might know who he is. He has tattoos on his arms and chest. Russell Stroud, Chattanooga Radio News Talk 92.7 Action News now.
The radio, Chattanooga weather.
leftover clouds out there through your nighttime. A little colder overnight with some patchy late fog. Lows 30 to 32. For Tuesday, much nicer with more sunshine. Highs into the upper 40s. For Wednesday, continue dry with some sun. Milder highs back into the 50s. Tired of the pressures of car shopping? Come see what more people are making the short drive to Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC in Lafayette or online at jacksongm.com. That's Jackson Chevy Buick GMC in Lafayette. And I'm Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Moore.
Hey folks, Jeff Styles here, talk radio host and infamous technophobe. But I got to tell you, this Facebook Live that Nougat Radio does, it makes sense to me. It really does. Now, we're at 92.7 on the FM dial, but really where you need to go is nougatradio.com and just do the streaming audio, 8 to 10 a.m. The first hour is mostly just me just throwing commentary in on top of the news. The second hour is me frustrating and irritating you beyond all belief. nougatradio.com. Don't miss it. Every weekday.
Nougat Radio 92.7.
Space, the final frontier.
Whether it's a man cave, she shed her office, L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales has your space. The perfect portable building just for you. L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales is a premier building authorized dealer. You tired of paying high storage fees, lack of security, and not having easy access to your stuff? Then L&K has the building just for you. Or if you're looking for a mini home or the perfect hunting cabin, L&K has the building that will convert perfectly. Free delivery up to 50 miles. No credit checks and low monthly payments. Call L&K today at 706-858-0077. 706-858-0077. On Facebook, search L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales. 3532 Lakeview Drive, Rossville, Georgia. L&K's featured storage unit this month is a center cabin 12x32, featuring 15% off. L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales. Call 706-858-0077.
All the other guys are a bunch of weenies.
Nougat Radio 92.7.
The Sportz Guys. We're in the second quarter of a full court press. Big John Christopher. Little bitty Just Josh Stone. And the world famous Keon.
I'm not that little bitty.
Well, world famous. I mean, it's just exciting to have such stars on the Sportz Guys. Well, with that being said, let me tell you about stars. I have a new star in the Sportz Guys sports team. They joined today. And when I think of fresh fruit, I think of Amish cheese. I think of fresh vegetables. I think of Root the Fruit. And when I think of Root the Fruit, I think of weekly specials of fresh fruit, vegetables, cheese, you name it, berries, nuts, all of it. This week, Root the Fruit has got cabbage, 29 cents a pound. Navel oranges, 3 for $1. Grapefruit, 3 for $1. A Mater sandwich. You can get one. You can get a cup full for $3. 10 pound of Idaho russet potatoes, $2.99. Greens, 99 cents a pound. All greens are 99 cents a pound. Cut turnips, 49 cents a pound. We have honey bells, and sweet onion, 99 cents a pound. AJ Sports Bar and Grill, Keon, you're invited to the live remote on Wednesday night from 6 to 9 at AJ Sports Bar on 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive. I have a special table for us. You can come up here and talk sports with us and get some wings and some, you said they have 16
different types of beer on tap.
They offer not just normal bar food. They've got steaks. They've got chopsticks, side items. You name it, they got it.
She when she was in AJ was it Thursday last week?
Yeah.
She was talking about it's Southern home cooking.
Southern home cooking at AJ Sports Bar and Grill. And you see, when you go in there, you need to tell them you want the Sportz Guys private table,
but not on Wednesday.
But not on Wednesday. I've got that. That's Keon's favorite seat. I mean,
for me?
I got it saved. How's that? Is that better? I got it. I got it saved for you. I'm going to put my name on their Sportz Guys special table. And you're going to be able to sit there and watch all of those TVs and watch all the basketball and talk sports with us. So come see us from 6 to 9 on Wednesday. And then if you're looking for a house, this lady, Donna Darns, is a relentless agent. She has been around for 13 years. She has the passion and energy just like I do when I talk sports and I'm around people. I'm energetic. She outruns me. She works harder than any agent in Chattanooga. She will not rest until she finds her house. 60 houses, Keon. She went through 60 houses to find my house. So call her at 238-5440 or 544-1906. She is my 5-star athlete, and she is a professional. When you think of professional, I think of Portobello's. And I think of Portobello's, I think of homemade lasagna, homemade sauce, homemade stromboli.
Authentic.
Yes. And then pies. Oh, my goodness. And then sit in that corner, take your lady or your friend, and go and have a great Italian meal. Portobello's, 4922 Highway 58. And then, of course, you've heard the commercial, and I'm going to tell you now, I'm the boss. Carrie has given me all full reign for the whole month of January. If you need a portable building, you're tired of paying those storage fees, well, I got a deal for you. No credit check, 5% off all buildings there. And then I got a special one. You just got to go tell Carrie I said give you another additional 15% off. L&K is located at 3532 Lakeview Drive in Rossville, 706-858-0077.
You know, I've got something that's been bothering me ever since I've read it this morning.
Please do tell.
I'm going to read you word for word the tagline of this, which got me to click on it.
Okay. What is this? Got you fired up, Skinny. It appears the Miami Dolphins' first possession of the 2019 season will be an organized punt. Dude, what?
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I got into this, and according to Adam Schefter of ESPN, the Dolphins are preparing for a rebuilding year in 2019 so they can have a high draft pick in 2020 to get Tua or Justin Herbert from Oregon or another quarterback. So pretty much they're saying we're not going to play well in 2019 so we can have a high draft pick.
First off, Tua is not they're going to be their dude.
And also, they're the Dolphins. They don't have to try that hard.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll be there. They might not be first.
They'll be first, second, or it'll be second or third.
Well, they've got, I believe it's the 13th pick this year.
Just because they get a 13th pick doesn't mean they're going to punt. Really?
Also, that draft class is loaded. I mean, there's no reason you don't have to get Herbert. I mean, he's the best, at least for now. But we've seen this before. Guys look like they're the best, and they regress, and somebody else pops up. But it should be Herbert. But if you don't get Herbert, there's going to be like 4 or 5 guys in that draft you can take.
Yeah, it's going to be a good draft class in 2020.
So we're going to punt. They need to find a kicker. They need to find a receiver. They need to find an offensive line. 13th pick. Come on now.
It baffled me. Why just come out and announce that?
And then that would tag. I mean, I would be like, what the heck?
Yeah, I mean, if I was a fan of the Dolphins, and I've got a friend of mine who's a big Dolphins fan, and I've been meaning to ask him how he feels about that. But for me personally, if the Carolina Panthers came out and said that, why would I invest in them next year?
Our phone number here is 423-800-8949. Sorry, Keon. Our number here is 423-800-8949. I'm sorry I cut you off.
Yeah, no problem. I will say this, though, if you're the Dolphins. It's already hard to get fans to show up to games in Miami already. So that's part of their issue.
That's the Marlins.
Yeah, the Marlins or even the Heat, any of those Miami-based teams, it's really hard for them to get their fans to show up. And you can probably afford to tank more than other teams probably could. Because, yeah, I'm a Redskins fan, and first off, it's already hard to root for that team. But if you already admit to me before the season starts you're going to tank, I don't really care. I don't want any parts of it. You don't care. Why should I care?
Exactly.
And if you're telling folks this now, you're just telling people, well, don't buy my tickets.
Yeah, why should I buy season tickets? Or
it's marketing suicide is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Just take the year off. Don't come to any of these games. Don't buy any of this merchandise.
Well, don't even go. I mean, don't even have a team this year. Don't even field a team this year. Pay your boys. Pay the players. Let them sit at the house or lift weights or drink Mai Tais on the beach or something. But if you're gonna do that, you might as well just not even have a team this year.
I mean, it's not going to take much for a team in that division to challenge the Patriots. I mean, because that's the only team you got to worry about in that division right now. So
maybe the Jets.
No,
you don't think Adam Gase will do anything with the Jets?
No.
Well, not year one, definitely. I mean, he'll help Darnold, but that team's bad in more ways than just offense.
There's a reason. There's a reason why the Patriots win that division every year.
Yeah, it's because it's a weak division.
Yeah,
put them in like with Buffalo, or put them in with the West, and they're not going to be there 8 years in a row.
Well, Buffalo is in there.
Well, okay, I'm talking
about
that
is part of the problem.
Yeah. I mean, you put them in there with the West, or you put them in there with the.
The AFC West was horrifying this year. You had you had the Chargers, the Chiefs, and the Broncos had a down year, but that was still all of those wins over the Broncos didn't look like easy wins to me.
No.
So and then I mean,
or you put them in the North. I mean, that's a competitive, division.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're up there. I don't understand why they're in the East anyway. Why aren't they in the North with Pittsburgh?
It's just the way the divisions work out. I mean, none of these things are all that literal. Why are the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC East?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
They should be in the South with Atlanta.
It's just the way the lines are drawn traditionally, and they're trying to balance out all the divisions.
Yeah.
And
but yeah, we're going to sit here and we're going to tank and we're going to punt. Well, let me.
And to be clear, I'm not anti-tanking. I think that
I am.
It is a strategy that you can use because you do need stars to win in just about every sport. But I would never come out and say that I was tanking.
No,
that's keep that away from the fans. The fans don't need to know that's your strategy.
It's like we have special things going on in your company, and you just don't share this. That's just one of those you do not get out to Adam Schefter because everybody's going to know it.
Yeah, that's just it.
Come on now.
But we will find out just how good New England is come Sunday, because they've got a tough matchup in Kansas City.
I think. Well, we're going to get in our picks, but I'm going to we'll have all
beat the pace out of the Chargers, though.
Yeah, they did.
Oh my gosh.
They had that before they even walked out the door.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
I didn't either.
I did because Brady took that. Nobody thinks I can pass the ball. Throw it like a duck, just like the Sportz Guys said.
Well, yeah, but on paper, the Chargers were just dominating.
Just a better team from top to bottom. And that defense for the Chargers is a really good defense. Didn't look like it on Sunday, though.
No. They came and they ran into a buzzsaw. Some old men kind of, I'm old. So, I mean, it took the young kids there.
Both the AFC games were
pretty bad.
Beat downs.
Yeah, and then you're going to get see, here's the thing. You got Tom Brady, who's might as well say my age. And you got, we'll just use Keon back here because he's a young kid. So you got this hotshot young kid who can sit there and look left and throw the ball past the lineman, through the bucket, over the hill, through the trees, and around the curve and hit that receiver coming across there. He can just do that without even looking. I'm thinking that Belichick's going to do something called a spy, and every time he moves, somebody's going to be on him. That's what they haven't done, is put a spy on Mahomes.
I mean, the Pats did beat Mahomes, though.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
It was close.
I think they're in Kansas City this time, but
yeah.
Was it not like 7 points or less?
Yeah, it was close. It came down to the last drive, but that's Brady time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if it comes down to the end like that, I mean, if you're the Patriots, you have to feel pretty good about your chances.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're down to 2 minutes and you're down 7 points or down three, you give Brady 2 minutes and you're down 7 or down 3 or 4, it's over. Actually, Atlanta. I mean, he's not called that. I'm not even going to say he's not even called that, but
I'll say it. The GOAT.
I'm not going to give him the respect of that because I have a firm believer that Peyton is my GOAT. But the whole point of this is he better the defensive side of this. They don't have Rodney Harrison to play linebacker like he played. They're going to have to do something. And he throws them crazy throws through the legs and over the valley and all that. He's going to pull something out on them. And, you can have old men playing that have seen everything, but that kid, you leave the top open or a cross with a drag, they're going to nickel and dime you until you play man up, and then they're going to beat you on the long run.
Yeah. I mean, and going back to Mahomes, he got hurt. He tweaked a knee and ankle being tackled on a play and got up in the very next play. I mean, to the point where the announcers were noticing that he's visibly limping.
Yeah, he was holding his leg.
Yeah. And then he drops back and scrambles for about 6 or 7 yards the very next play and hasn't lost a step.
When you're 20, I guess, Keon, you're what, 24, 25 years old?
Older than that.
Okay.
I'm 28.
Okay. When you're 21, 22, 23, which I think he's 23, you bounce right back up.
Yeah.
I mean, he just amazes me. And the more he starts beating folks, he's going to be there.
Oh, he beats Tom Brady and puts the Chiefs in the Super Bowl in Atlanta this year, then you're going to be hearing all kinds of Mahomes talk.
You're going to hear everything. He needs to retire because if he has an off game, if Tom doesn't get set up right, doesn't eat the right vegetable this week or something, and his kicker don't do well, it's done. You're going to hear retirement talk already.
I mean, you've kind of been hearing it all year. Just he hasn't looked good this year. I think the last 4 games or so, he actually did look. They've looked a whole lot better. But for most of the year, they didn't look good at all.
Well, week to week, I mean, that's kind of for an old 44, 45-year-old man. You play the grind every week, and you get a couple weeks off. That old body gets to heal a little bit. You're probably going to play a little better. So he's got 1 game under his belt. But we're going to talk about the Saints in the next break or next hour. And about what Sean Payton did to get them motivated.
It worked.
And it worked.
Almost didn't.
But I think this young kid is going to do – I think he beats New England, but that's just me.
It's very possible. The only reason why he wouldn't be able to beat New England would be that defense, which is awful. They looked really good on Sunday, held the Colts to 13 points, but mostly they look awful. And I feel like you and 10 friends could score on the Chiefs defense.
Well, I mean, it showed on that Monday Night Football game with the Rams.
Yeah.
How bad both defenses were.
Yeah. And they both actually played pretty well this time.
Yeah,
but
I was going to say, all last week, that's all I said on here was, the Rams don't have a defense. The Cowboys are going to win because the Rams don't have a defense. And then what happens? The defense shows up and plays well.
So speaking of Hall of Fame, the TO is among the 21 set for the Greater Chattanooga Hall of Fame, Sports Hall of Fame. This is going to be in March, the first Monday in March. Tickets are like $40 and $320 for a table. And the only reason I bring this up is Jim Hennon, Donnie Holbrook, Austin Clark, Malcolm Mackey for basketball, Warren Hill for boat racing, Chip Odell for boxing, Andy Morgan for fishing, Charlie Taylor for golf, Terry Cordell, Jim Jackson as officials and administrators, Herschel Anderson for shooting sports, Marvin Burke, Janet Tate for softball, Scott Quake McMahon for sports media. The Sports Guys should be in that.
Yeah.
Tom Younger for swimming, Audra Brandon Pumpley for tennis, Danny Williams for track and field, Connie Young for volleyball, Mike Cross for weightlifting, and Bill Burnside for wrestling, and T.O. included in that. I know a lot of y'all don't know this, but some of these I have heard. And there's one on here that should be on here for softball, Dr. B. And I noticed another sportscaster, sports DJ, got on a rant today over a couple people who did not get on here, and I hope he calls. But that's that's basically your 21 people for your Chattanooga Hall of Fame. Couple of local stuff. Sewanee basketball. They're like 13-3, and they Sunday afternoon, Atlanta Oglethorpe University. Sewanee's men lost 67-60. It's the second straight defeat after a 6-game winning streak. Tennessee Westland lost 79-61 to second place Milligan women and 88-85 in overtime to the Milligan men Saturday in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Don't let it say we don't come up with local sports.
We've always come up with local sports.
Mm-hmm. Keon, a lot of people don't know who you are. Tell people who you are.
I am the host of The Clutch with Keon Rose every Sunday from 11 to 1. I've been doing a whole lot of NFL talk, obviously, because I come on right before the game starts. So that's been absolutely fun. And, I'm planning something good for the Super Bowl. That's going to be absolutely brilliant. So that's going to be a good day. And that's mostly what I do around here. But I make appearances on this show, The Sportz Guys. I also show up on the Breakfast Blitz with Nick LeFew from 8 to 10 on Saturday mornings. And, I do some odd jobs around town, some play-by-play for high school football. Did some play-by-play with Chattanooga FC on their YouTube stream, the men and the women. So I've been around.
Well, we thank you for being a part of the Sportz Guys, because you're always, allowed to come on here because you are just awesome.
That's much appreciated.
UTC announced that they have 2 recruits committed to the football team. They picked up a pair of commitments this past weekend after hitting the road after the dead period. Thursday, new coach Rusty Wright and his staff filled a pair of defensive needs with commitments of Inglewood, Ohio High School's Evan Brown, and North Atlanta Justin Sanders. Brown is 6'4" and 220. Nice looking linebacker. 3-star all selection for the News Journal. Also earned honors from the Ohio Prep Sports Writer Association and the Southwest Ohio Football Coach Association. Sanders is 6'1", 197, two-way starter for North Atlanta, leading the Warriors to receiving with 848 yards and 13 touchdowns. Frank Wright, UTC, we're getting your stuff done here.
Me too.
Yeah, it's getting us all the hour. You're listening to the Sportz Guys here on Nuga Radio. Big John Christopher, Just Josh Noel, Keon. We're here to make your day. See you in a minute.
3, 2, 1. Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news. Now.
Volkswagen to create 1,000 new jobs in Chattanooga expansion. Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam, along with the Department of Economic and Community Development Commissioner and Volkswagen AG, announcing today Chattanooga will be home to the company's first electric vehicle manufacturing facility in North America. Governor Haslam said, "I thank Volkswagen for its partnership. Also applaud the company for its ongoing commitment to education and workforce alignment." Gasoline prices in Chattanooga have risen 14.4 cents per gallon in the past week, according to the Chattanoogan reporting Gas Buddies daily survey of 170 stations in Chattanooga. With oil prices back over $50 per barrel, it looks like gas prices in more areas may soon bottom out and start to tick higher. And the 2019 Chattanooga Women's March Rally will be held this Saturday. Participants will gather at Coolidge Park beginning at 11. Val St. John for Nuga Radio, News Talk 92.7, Action News Now.
Sean Hannity, weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 p.m. on Nuga Radio 92.7 FM.
Nuga Radio
92.7. Listen up, y'all. This is Ben Phillips with Home Rate Mortgage right here in Chattanooga. I'm in the business of saving people money. And if you want to save money, you need to pick that cell phone up right now. 805-9100. I just helped a doctor with a $400,000 mortgage. It closed in just 24 days. We lowered his rate by over 4%, saving his family $394,000 in mortgage interest payments. And get this, several lenders told this doctor he was stuck in his loan. What was the difference? He called the mortgage doctors at Home Rate Mortgage right here in Chattanooga, 805-9100. What would 10 minutes on the phone with Home Rate Mortgage do for you? Get that cell phone out right now, 805-9100. Let us prescribe you a better solution for you to reach your financial goals. Just give us a call right now, 805-9100, or online at homeratemortgage.com.
Wow, Triumph Spitfire. I haven't seen one of those in ages. Boy, is it gorgeous.
Thanks. It was my grandfather's. Drives like a dream.
Where do you go to keep it up?
Rivermont Pure. I never thought I'd find a place, but they specialize in older and European cars. They get the hard-to-find parts and treat me right every time.
Rivermont Pure?
Yeah, they're on Hickson Pike across from Lupton Drive. I found them online at rivermontpureservice.com.
Rivermont Pure. Import or domestic. If it rolls, they work it.
Join We've Got You Covered with Scott Schrader every Saturday from 10 to 11 on Nuga Radio. From finance to fixtures, we discuss everything you need to know about buying or owning a home, the pitfalls, the perks, and everything in between. Saturday mornings from 10 to 11, right here on Nuga Radio.
Whether you have marginal, moderate, or even extensive hair loss, you don't have to live with it. Finally, there's a procedure that becomes a part of you, and it requires no daily maintenance or special care. Let Apollo Hair Systems give you a free hair and scalp analysis today. Call 423-803-1011 and schedule this free evaluation today. Open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Apollo Hair Systems, 5512 Ringgold Road in Chattanooga. 423-803-1011 for Apollo Hair Systems.
For your small business, ending the year the right way can set you up for success come January. No need to let end-of-year panic set in. Easy Books and Taxes can help set up your books or new payroll service so that you can relax and enjoy the holiday season. With 35 years, bookkeeping, individual, and business tax preparation, it's easy. With Easy Books and Taxes, you run the business, we keep the books. Call us today at 423-755-0821.
Martin Truex Jr. is off the pace and he is headed to the pit lane. Elliott powers around the outside. Michael McDowell pops a right front tire. Here's Martin Truex to the bottom. Blaney blocks him off too. Meanwhile, Chase Elliott went 4 wide on the back straightaway. They're side by side for the lead.
Hear it live on Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station.
Nuga Radio, 92.7 FM, 95.3 HD4.
The voice of NASCAR.
We've got some leftover clouds out there, 3-year nighttime. A little colder overnight with some patchy late fog, lows 30 to 32. For Tuesday, much nicer with more sunshine, highs into the upper 40s. For Wednesday, continued dry with some sun, milder highs back into the 50s. Tired of the pressures of car shopping? Come see what more people are making the short drive to Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC in Lafayette or online at jacksongm.com. That's Jackson Chevy Buick GMC in Lafayette. And I'm Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Moore.
Nuga Radio, 92.7.
Usually, we are talking sports, and for some reason, I wasn't even thinking about it. Welcome to the Sportz Guys here on Nuga Radio 92.7. Big John Christopher, Little Bitty Just Jockstone, and Keon. I love this intro.
I mean, me and Josh are the same height. How come he's Little Bitty? I don't understand what's going on there.
Hey, I'm just,
I'm not Little Bitty.
if you're on Facebook, yeah, we're about the same size. I'm 5'11". He's about 5'10".
I'm 5'10". Yeah.
Right. I'm just a little bit taller than him, probably about 100 pounds bigger than he is. But, I'm 5'11", 265, and he's, 5'10" and 140.
I wish.
And then Keon's over there, 5'11", 6 foot, 210.
And 210?
Yeah.
That's generous.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hey.
Gave me an extra 20.
I gave you an extra 20. I'm trying to make you look good.
You took 20 off of me. So I guess you take the 20 off of me and give it to him.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We have a new team member on the Sportz Guys. It is Root to Fruit. and y'all need to go see them. They're on Ringo Road, and they have specials this week. Cabbage, 29 cents a pound. Navel oranges, 3 for $1. Grapefruit, 3 for $1. If you want a mater sandwich, they have a cup of tomatoes for $3. 10-pound Idaho to russet, $2.99. All greens, 99 cents a pound. Cut turnips, 49 cents a pound. And honey bells, sweet onions, 99 cents a pound. Go see them. They are an amazing, amazing place. I've never seen someone specifically go through every bag, every box, and you'll say, I've seen it at other stores. You need to go see Courtney and just watch her. She is meticulous, and she sits there and touches every fruit. And other stores, and I've been in the produce part of it, they want you to touch every fruit, vegetable, whatever, and check it. Some of us never did. Let me tell you what Courtney does. She touches everything, and she makes sure it's fresh. So I will guarantee you, as I'm standing here, 5'11", 265, that stuff is fresh. You need to go see them. If you need a portable building, you're tired of paying rentals, and you're not sure if your stuff's being looked at or, somebody's getting in your lock, we'll go see L&K at 3532 Lakeview Drive in Rossville at 706-858-0077. I'm your manager for the month, and I call the shots. So 5% off all buildings. And there's a special building at the end there that I'm just going to give you another 15%. So you're going to get 20% off a building.
That's almost giving it away.
That's almost half or a quarter of it. So go see them. Go see Carrie at 3532 Lakeview Drive at L&K Portable Buildings. You need some Italian food. It's, just 7:30. It's a good time to go eat. Take your family, take your girl, take your best friend, take your friends, take your firemen.
Take me.
Yeah, go buy dinner for the firemen. Highway 58, they love Italian food. Station 1, yeah. Portobello's there, 4922 Highway 58. Authentic food, authentic sauces, authentic everything, including the music. Go see them.
Everything's homemade.
Homemade. Go see the most amazing real estate lady in Chattanooga, period, North Georgia. Donna Darn's a Cry Like Realtor. She is a 13-year veteran. She is a guru. She has a free, no-cost evaluation. She has the passion and energy just like I do for what I do. I promise you, I did 60 houses if I did 70, and she found the right one after 50. So call her at 238-5440 or 544-1906 and tell her the Sportz Guys said, find you a house. You won't regret it. And then I bring this up last because I'm very proud of this. We're going to be at AJ Sports Bar and Grill on 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive. AJ has graciously invited us to come out there.
I'm excited for the famous wings.
50-cent wings. And we're going to be there from 6 to 9. We're going to have so many TVs in front of us, Keon, you will not believe the food and the joy and the excitement.
And the basketball.
The basketball. And there's 16 different beers on tap. And AJ runs around there and runs that whole place with her husband. All kinds of food. All kinds of food. And you know what? It's real food. They've got a 1-ounce sirloin cooked to order. And they got a 10-ounce chop steak. And I may go have that tomorrow. Chop steak with some sides. And go to AJ's Sports Bar and Grill. 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive. Their number is 423-485-9080. Reserve your table because come Wednesday, this place is going to be slammed. And you need to tell them you want the Sportz Guys table. If I get there before you do, it's already marked for Keon and
me.
Mike Steele. By the way, Keon, Mike Steele owes me food. He told me anything I wanted. So I'm going to management tomorrow and grabbing the credit card because I'm taking everybody to lunch.
John, before we get in, I know you want to talk NFC, but you we were talking baseball during the break, and you mentioned something about pitchers not being able to hit when they get.
Let me go on my rant. Let me go on my rant here.
Go on your rant because I'm going to counter that.
Here's the thing: if you're a baseball player and you coach, you teach everybody how to hit the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, pitcher, catcher, first baseman, second baseman, even the girl that's probably better than all the guys on the team.
Yep.
So they go through and they start developing into a pitcher, and they start throwing the ball pretty good, and they get to middle school, and 60, 40, 50, 60 miles an hour. Then they get to high school, and they're throwing 70 and 80 and possibly 90.
Oh, there's some 90s in high school.
And, and you have to hit the ball. In order to score runs, you have to hit the ball. Everybody's hitting the ball because they're after getting that scholarship, or they just enjoy hitting the ball and knocking it over the fence and winning the ball game and, isotope, all that good fun stuff. What happens to you in college? You get to college and you're this specialty, as Keon said, you're a specialty now. You don't have time to hit the ball. Give me a break. And then if you happen to get to the next level,
the minor leagues,
all of a sudden hitting the ball becomes like you don't even do it.
Your batting average drops tremendously.
What batting average?
Exactly.
So tell me why pitchers should be able to hit in Major League Baseball.
Well, some do. Because I will give you this little tidbit of information. My Cincinnati Reds, huge Reds fan, we have a relief pitcher. His name is Michael Lorenzen, and he had 5 plate appearances in the month of June last year. And this was his
5.
This was his line because he's a relief pitcher, so he only comes in. He's late relief, so he's only in 7th, 8th inning.
Okay,
if they need him. But in those 5 plate appearances, he singled, hit a pinch hit home run, walked, homered, and hit a pinch hit grand slam in 5 plate appearances.
Keon, I know you got a comment for this. Pitchers should be able to hit.
Well, Cincinnati uses Michael Lorenzen as a pinch hitter when he's not pitching,
which tells you that there are guys that can hit. Yeah. But I made the point over during the break when we were talking about this that guys are specialists. You don't have the time to practice hitting like you used to if you're going to be the kind of pitcher that takes on the scary guys in Major League Baseball. You just have to specialize. And the example that I would choose is to go to another sport, the NFL. When you're in college, when you're in high school, quarterbacks are expected to run.
Yes.
But when you get to the NFL, I mean, Tom Brady looks like a baby giraffe trying to run. Like, have you seen Kirk Cousins try to run? It's not pretty. There are guys, they specialize in throwing the football. That's the most important thing you need to do. And it's better to learn that than to spend any other time trying to run. If you can still run, if you get to be Marcus Mariota and you're mobile and it helps you, good for you. But if you don't have it, that's not a loss for you. You still need to be able to pitch ultimately if you're a pitcher, and you still need to be able to throw ultimately if you're a quarterback.
My thing is, I don't like how the American League has a designated hitter. Like, why not let the pitcher hit? I mean, the National League does it.
Here's the thing. I got to hear from somebody on my side here. I feel like I'm getting jumped on here. 423.
Somebody help John out.
Yeah. Somebody. 423-800-8949.
He's outnumbered.
423-800-8949. These babies over here are picking on Poppy here.
I mean, when I was in high school, I was mainly in center field and right field, but I pitched on occasions, and I still hit the ball.
The point of it is you hit the ball.
Yeah.
So tell me why Julio Teheran, who gets up there, has got this pitcher in front of him. He knows he's going to throw the heat right down the center of the plate, or somebody else, maybe not Julio, but somebody else, and he swings like a girl.
Well,
like a young girl in pigtails.
You have that, and then you also have guys like Max Scherzer who hit. There have been games for the Nationals where Max Scherzer was the pitching and the offense that day. I mean, he was the defense and the offense. And there are guys that can, but there are also guys who are such specialists when it comes to pitching that they stopped focusing on hitting after a certain point. And the reason why they're in the major leagues today is because they pitch so well. If they split that time, would they still be in the majors? I don't know.
just my point. You know, when we need a hit and it's the bottom third of the order, and you got such and such in the pitcher, and your pitcher's up, it's like one out already.
Well, to make you happy or not, I had just found a list of the 10 best hitting pitchers in the MLB today.
Wow. You know, I make fun of him being short and skinny and look like a little kid, but he could pull something out. Go ahead.
The number 10 is Travis Wood for the Royals.
Okay.
Let's see. He's got 9 homers, a triple, 8 doubles across 280 at-bats.
Wow.
So, let's see. Number 8 is Adam Wainwright from St. Louis. And
I can see that.
That's a good one.
That's a really
good one.
He's hit 32 doubles, 2 triples for a total of 42 extra bases and walked 21 times.
When a pitcher, now stop there. When a pitcher walks his opposing pitcher,
that's bad.
They need to pull him right then and there, because you should be, quote unquote, striking him out.
That's the one almost positive out.
That's a guaranteed out. That's what my point of this. Keep going.
Number 8 is CC Sabathia for the Yankees.
That's just a whole different ball game right there.
Yeah,
but he can.
Yeah.
Yes, he can.
He's had 115 at bats in 17 seasons. Hit 3 home runs, 3 doubles.
He actually almost didn't go play for the Yankees because he wanted to hit.
Yeah.
And being in the American League, he wouldn't be able to.
And he's got a respectable 217 batting average. Number 7 is Madison Bumgarner of the Giants.
They're going to trade him.
Yeah, he's out.
But yeah, he hits. I've seen him. And then I wish when he does that against the Braves or the Dodgers, he sits there and he hits the ball. And I'm like, why can't my pitchers do that?
Yeah. Number 6 is Yovan Gallardo of the Seattle Mariners.
Nobody sees them.
No. 12 homers, 21 doubles, and a 355 batting average, or slugging percentage, excuse me.
Wow.
Number 5 is Daniel Hudson of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Okay.
He had a 277 batting average, 3 doubles, a homer, and 14 RBIs in 65 at-bats.
Huh.
Number 4, this one's, I'm surprised he's not higher. Zach Greinke of the Arizona Cardinals, or Diamondbacks, excuse me. He's got a career 214 batting average, 17 doubles, and actually he's got 5 stolen bases.
Well. I like this. I like a pitcher that takes a chance and steals the base every now and then.
Number 3 on the list is Jason Vargas of the Kansas City Royals.
Okay.
Let's see. Number 2, obvious Noah Syndergaard of the Mets.
Yeah.
I mean, that one's kind of...
That's kind of given. He does hit the ball.
6'6", 240 pounds.
He should be able to hit the ball.
At that point, it's just your sheer size that you should be able to do something.
And this makes me smile because I have not seen this list until just now, and I just got the number 1.
Whatever.
I really haven't. Number 1 would be Michael Lorenzen from my Cincinnati Reds.
So there you go.
So, but I mean,
you just got validated.
The stats I gave you, though, I mean, 3 home runs and 5 at bats in June of last year, and 2 of them were grand slams. One of them was a pinch hit grand slam.
It's not that pitchers can't hit; it's just that you don't expect it, and I don't think it's fair to expect it. But it's nice if you have it.
Yeah,
this is true.
And if you're an American League pitcher, you're not allowed to hit.
So, how many more guys could actually hit that we don't ever actually get to see?
I would say probably 10. Probably in the American League.
Okay, so with that top 10 list plus the 10 guys in the American League that we're not seeing, that's
pretty good.
That's about 20 guys in the league.
And there's 30 teams in the league, so that's
it's almost 1 per team.
Yeah.
What else you got in baseball? Since I've brought all this up, pitchers that can't hit, and then you gave me 10 that do.
Well, one of the big reports was Kyler Murray. He asked earlier today. Or yesterday, excuse me, he asked for $15 million from the A's.
And he got like 4 because he was like the number 9 pick or something like that. If I remember this in the news moment that I did this today, if he signs with a NFL team, which Kyler, you need to go play baseball. He has to give back the $4 million, but he's going to make like what, 15?
I mean, that's why he asked for 15, is because that's roughly what he would make if he went to the NFL and was taken in the top 10. And a lot of draft evaluators think he is a top 10 quarterback.
Which he declared today. for the NFL draft.
But it doesn't mean that he will go.
No, I mean, he can actually go through the process. He can go to the combine, which there's going to be every NFL team will be lined up to see.
They're trying to figure out how tall he is, how big are his hands, and how much of a deep ball can he throw.
He's what? He's your size? He's
roughly.
He's shorter.
He's 5'6".
Yeah, he's shorter than me.
I mean, okay.
He's about 5'9".
Okay, I'm 5'11", 265, and 49 years old. Okay, he is 5'6", probably
he's not 5'6".
He's 5'6".
If he's 5'6", I don't think there's any team that would touch those 5'6".
Seriously, look, he's shorter than you.
Well, yeah, but I'm 5'10", though. He's 5'9".
He's shorter than him.
Well, I'm 5'10" too.
I mean, he's shorter than 5'10". He's shorter than Drew Brees.
Yeah, Drew Brees is 6'1",
6 foot. Something
Russell Wilson's 5'11".
And so Russell Wilson has to play off the ball. So you tell me somebody under 5'10" is going to be able to withstand some lineman, and I'm 6 foot and 265. You got somebody like Anton Davis, or you got somebody up here where my hands are. You can't see me on up here, and he's going to wear you out coming through there because your guard didn't block. He's like, oh, let me just let you go.
And that's where the speed comes into play. No one's going to pay attention to Kyler Murray, except he's one of the fastest guys that we've seen come out at that position. I mean, he's incredible. I was watching some of his highlights earlier today, and he had a play where he was about to be blown up about 3 or 4 times, and instead of losing 3 yards, which he should have, he gained about 12. I mean, the speed is really what people are looking at to say, well, he might be small, but he can get away.
Yeah, he's elusive.
I mean, you're looking, Arizona's on the clock, and you've got the Big 12 coach that's, to me, is on a very short leash if I'm the owner, because he could be a one-hit wonder there and be gone after the first year. Is he going to be able to make? Is that kind of offense good enough for Arizona? Is that going to be something to make them legit? And are the veterans going to stay for that? So I just don't think so.
The other two pretty big offseason news stories that just every outlet's been following is Bryce Harper and Manny Machado.
And then Machado's asking for $325 million. Hey, Manny,
well,
just give me a few dollars out of it.
The White Sox have offered him, it doesn't say how much, but they've offered him an 8-year contract.
He's asking for 10.
But
if he's smart enough, Keon, 8 years, that's still a long time in baseball.
Yeah.
And he's what, 31, 32? Is that correct, Keon? Am I correct on that?
I might have to check that, but he might be younger than that.
You think if he's younger than that, then 8 years is fine.
Yeah.
If he's 28, 29, and 30, he'd be lucky to make 5.
Yeah, the White Sox are leading because they've already signed. They've re-signed one of his friends and outright signed another. So now they're trying to get him. But the Phillies are still in the mix as far as chasing Machado. And there's a third mystery team that we still don't know who it is.
Yeah, Manny Machado's 26.
Okay, so 8 years will make him what, 32? Something like that?
Yeah.
And you can call us at 800-8949. That's 800-8949.
And then the other one, the one that I know upsets Keon and got you all angry.
I'm a Nats fan, so that's just going to hurt my feelings.
Bryce Harper, everything's pointing towards him ending up in Philadelphia this year.
So, Keon, you got that magic phone back here because I can't get to mine. Tell me how old Bryce Harper is. Because my thing of it is you close to 30, 31, 32. Why are you asking for 10 years? I know baseball's good, but you're not going to make 10 years. You're not going to keep that up.
Well, he's going to retire, and whoever signs him next, that's what he's anticipating.
I don't understand why he wants to stay in the division. Hey, you're listening to the Sportz Guys here on Nuga Radio, 92.7.
The station you hear everywhere.
Nuga Radio 92.7. 3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news now.
Volkswagen to create 1,000 new jobs in Chattanooga expansion. Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam, along with the Department of Economic and Community Development Commissioner and Volkswagen AG, announcing today Chattanooga will be home to the company's first electric vehicle manufacturing facility in North America. Governor Haslam said, "I thank Volkswagen for its partnership. Also applaud the company for its ongoing commitment to education and workforce alignment." Gasoline prices in Chattanooga have risen 14.4 cents per gallon in the past week, according to the Chattanoogan Reporting Gas Buddies daily survey of 170 stations in Chattanooga. With oil prices back over $50 per barrel, it looks like gas prices in more areas may soon bottom out and start to tick higher. And the 2019 Chattanooga Women's March Rally will be held this Saturday. Participants will gather at Coolidge Park beginning at 11. Val St. John for Nooga Radio, News Talk 92.7, Action News now.
Nooga Radio, Chattanooga weather.
Got some leftover clouds out there, 3-year nighttime. A little colder overnight with some patchy late fog, lows 30 to 32. For Tuesday, much nicer with more sunshine, highs into the upper 40s. For Wednesday, continued dry with some sun, milder highs back into the 50s. Tired of the pressures of car shopping? Come see what more people are making the short drive to Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC in Lafayette or online at jacksongm.com. That's Jackson Chevy Buick GMC in Lafayette. And I'm Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Moore.
Nooga Radio 92.7.
As a small business owner, you know that running a business is no easy task. You're in the office and on your third cup of coffee before most even roll out of bed. That's why you need office equipment and solutions that help keep your business running smoothly. The experts at RJ Young provide office technology that ensures your business's network stays efficient and secure, so you can focus on what truly matters, growing your business. To discover how RJ Young can help your small business grow, visit rjyoung.com/smallbusiness.
Hey folks, Jeff Stiles here, talk radio host and infamous technophobe. But I got to tell you, this Facebook Live that Nooga Radio does, it makes sense to me. It really does. Now, we're at 92.7 on the FM dial, but really where you need to go is noogaradio.com and just do the streaming audio, 8 to 10 a.m. The first hour is mostly just me just throwing commentary in on top of the news. The second hour is me frustrating and irritating you beyond all belief. noogaradio.com. Don't miss it. Every weekday.
Nooga Radio 92.7.
Even if you like your job, there are some things that can drive you nuts. Like the anonymous coward who steals your lunch from the break room fridge. Or maybe Tyler, the IT guy, who gives you that condescending look when you tell him that your computer is acting up again, as if somehow it's your fault. You put up with these clowns every single day. But what happens when you've had enough? That's the day you decide to retire. At least that's the hope, right? But will you be able to retire? Can you afford to retire? That's why you need to talk to Ron and Christy Adams at One Family Financial. They can't do anything about Cody, that moron who heats up fish in the microwave, but they can strategize with you on how to get the most out of your 401k or pension, how to grow your money without losing your shirt in the market, and how to help make your money last in retirement. Talk to Ron and Christy today about whether you'll be ready to retire when you finally had it with seeing Ethan walk out of the bathroom again without washing his hands. Gross. Call Ron and Christy Adams at One Family Financial, 423-710-2009, 423-710-2009.
Get back there, you dang Yankee! Great horny toads, I'm up north. Gotta burn my boots. They touched Yankee soil. Lay down your arms and step forward, Yankee.
What's the hassle, Schmassel?
My orders from General Lee is to hold the Macy-Dixie line, and no Yankees are crossing it.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Pam Coulter. It was not the usual Monday in Los Angeles public schools. CBS's Steve Futterman reports.
There was something missing inside Los Angeles schools. Teachers.
Public education belongs to the people of Los Angeles.
The striking teachers want pay increases. They also want a reduction in classroom size.
We have math classes that started this year in the 50s.
50 students per class.
Yeah, we had students standing in the back of the classroom.
Both sides are blaming the other. It's hoped the walkout might be the impetus to start productive negotiations. Steve Futterman, CBS News, Los Angeles.
The Wisconsin man accused of kidnapping 13-year-old Jamie Kloss and killing her parents is being held on $5 million bond. And CBS's Jamie Yukis reports a criminal complaint says 21-year-old Jake Patterson carefully planned the crime.
Patterson told authorities he saw Jamie getting off the school bus at her Barron, Wisconsin home after he quit his job at a local cheese shop. He allegedly told police he picked her as the girl he was going to take. He spent weeks planning the kidnapping. He stated he drove by Jamie's house twice to try and kidnap her, shaved his head, and showered to prevent leaving DNA.
Polls show a majority of Americans blame President Trump and Republicans for what's now the longest government shutdown in history. And Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer says it's time to stop it.
It seems clear to nearly everybody but Leader McConnell that Congress needs to move forward without the president. At every juncture, the president's been the obstacle to progress.
McConnell blames Democrats for failing to come to the negotiating table.
Maybe this is all one big political game. No negotiations, no collaboration, political game plan.
Experts say there is disturbing new evidence of human-caused climate change. CBS's Bill Rakoff reports.
Scientists say the continent at the bottom of the world is melting 6 times faster than it did in the 1980s. A Cal Irvine satellite study says that in the last 10 years, Antarctica has lost about 278 billion tons of ice per year, compared to just 44 billion tons in the 80s. Melting in West Antarctica and the Antarctica Peninsula make up about 4/5 of the ice loss, but now significant ice loss is being reported in East Antarctica, which had been considered stable up until recently. Bill Rakoff, CBS News.
On Wall Street, stocks began the week with losses. The Dow fell 86 points, NASDAQ dropped 65, and the broader S&P index was off 13. This is CBS News.
You have enough things to worry about every day. Insurance shouldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
The kitchen calendar may say 2019, but if your kitchen's more like 1992, come into the Home Depot for up to 30% off appliance special buys, like a 4-piece stainless steel Samsung kitchen suite, now just $2,978. More than $2,000 off a Samsung fridge, gas range, microwave, and dishwasher. Better mark it on your new calendar. Up to 30% off select appliances. Now, at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. U.S. only while supplies last. See store for details. Electric range available at extra cost. Valid through January 23rd.
You need to watch the playoffs with your friends at Buffalo Wild Wings. First, they have $5 pitchers on the weekend during the playoffs. Second, if your friends watch at your house, it means multiple guys sitting on a couch together, which is always super awkward. So are you going to touch elbows and knees with your buddies, or are you going to get your own stool and split $5 pitchers of beer? Come for the playoffs, stay for the $5 select pitchers and personal space at Buffalo Wild Wings. Price and participation vary by location, not valid with any other offer.
Australian researchers looked at teenage pot use.
The study involved 14-year-olds in England, Ireland, France, and Germany who say they smoked pot just a few times. Researcher Catherine Orr.
In the adolescents who'd reported using cannabis, there were larger grey matter in important parts of the brain.
Marijuana use was found to interfere with a process involving the plasticity of the brain or even its actual size. Researchers want to delve further to determine the effects of pot on low-level users when it comes to various functions, including reasoning and thought processes. Gary Nunn, CBS News.
Actor Hugh Grant is appealing to his 335,000 Twitter followers to help him get back the bag that was stolen from his car in London. He said he'd particularly like to get back a script filled with notes and ideas that was in the bag, and he said his children's medical notes might also be missing. Pam Coulter, CBS News.
I'm Jay Farr.
3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news. now.
There's a stabbing in downtown Chattanooga. Reports say a man stabbed in the neck after a fight outside a bar around 2:30 Sunday afternoon. 911 dispatch reports it happened at Market and 4th Street. Reports say the suspected slasher was arrested. The plane that went down in Chickamauga Lake was recovered by crews working for the owner's insurance company. The two victims were recovered from the bottom of the lake on Thursday. Two large pieces of the wreckage taken off to be investigated by the NTSB. The sheriff's office says it's still gathering debris from the scene. A funeral date set for the captain for Tuesday. Chattanooga police still trying to track down an alleged bank robber. The BB&T Bank on Gumbarrel was held up a week ago by a bearded man who demanded money from a teller. He then changed his appearance after the robbery. The Chattanooga Police Department hopes you might know who he is. He has tattoos on his arms and chest. Russell Stroud, Chattanooga Radio News Talk 92.7 Action News now.
Got some leftover clouds out there through your nighttime. A little colder overnight with some patchy late fog. Lows 30 to 32. For Tuesday, much nicer with more sunshine. Highs into the upper 40s. For Wednesday, continue dry with some sun. Milder highs back into the 50s. Tired of the pressures of car shopping? Come see what more people are making the short drive to Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC in Lafayette or online at jacksongm.com. That's Jackson Chevy Buick GMC in Lafayette. And I'm Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Moore.
Radio 92.7.
Hey folks, Jeff Styles here, talk radio host and infamous technophobe. But I got to tell you, this Facebook Live that Nougat Radio does, it makes sense to me. It really does. Now, we're at 92.7 on the FM dial, but really where you need to go is nougatradio.com and just do the streaming audio, 8 to 10 a.m. The first hour is mostly just me just throwing commentary in on top of the news. The second hour is me frustrating and irritating you beyond all belief. nougatradio.com. Don't miss it every weekday.
Nougat Radio 92.7.
Space, the final frontier.
Whether it's a man cave, she shedder office, L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales has your space. The perfect portable building just for you. L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales is a premier building authorized dealer. You tired of paying high storage fees, lack of security, and not having easy access to your stuff? Then L&K has the building just for you. Or if you're looking for a mini home or the perfect hunting cabin, L&K has the building that will convert perfectly. Free delivery up to 50 miles. No credit checks and low monthly payments. Call L&K today at 706-858-0077. 706-858-0077. On Facebook, search L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales. 3532 Lakeview Drive, Rossville, Georgia. L&K's featured storage unit this month is a center cabin 12x32, featuring 15% off. L&K Buildings and Trailer Sales. Call 706-858-0077.
All the other guys are a bunch of weenies.
Nougat Radio 92.7.
The Sportz Guys. We're rocking Chattanooga tonight. Last quarter, last half for a Monday. You're out, got some dinner, maybe got some ice cream. You can bring me some dinner out here in the studio. You know, a shake. You know, Keon's wanting wings. You know, made him hungry.
Literally always. There is no point in my day where I don't think that I want wings.
We got the perfect wing place.
I got the perfect wing place because come Wednesday, if you come, I will let you sit next to me in my wings. I mean, I'm just going to tell you.
That's a dangerous place for me to be. If you want your wings. Just saying.
Okay. But AJ Sports Bar and Grill at 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive. We're going to be there live Wednesday from 6 to 9. And we're going to talk high school sports in the first hour. The last 2 hours, we're going to talk about
everything
else. And we want you to call 800-8949. That's 800-8949. We need you to call today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and talk sports with us. We appreciate you. We're humbled that you're watching on Facebook and on YouTube. And we thank you very much for being a part of the Sportz Guys family. So go to AJ's with us on Wednesday. I got a special table. If you come to me at AJ's and you say, John Christopher, do you have a special table for me? I'm going to tell you yes. I have a special table for 4 that if you come see me Wednesday, I will get you in that table. It is my table. It is the best table in the whole bar. They've got pool tables. They've got darts.
They've got
video games.
16 beers on tap.
16 beers on tap. They've got food from wings to 1 inch. Are you listening? 1 inch grilled. Sirloin. And the sides to go with it. So call them 423-485-9080 and tell them you want to reserve the Sportz Guys special table. If you don't call and you show up at 6 o'clock and you say, "Hey, Sportz Guy," I'm gonna say, "Hey, how you doing? I need a table."
I won't be saying anything because I'll be eating wings.
I'm going to make sure you get your table. So go see Donna Darns at Crylike Realtors there in Ottawa. 13-year veteran. She is the best mostest, as we say in the Southern world. She is the best real estate agent in all Chattanooga. 238-5440. 544-1906. Call her today. I guarantee you will not be sorry. Tell her the Sportz Guy said hello. Or call her and say, "Hey, what's up? Tell me how I can get a house. Tell me how I can get that free evaluation." And then when you get done talking to Donna, go over to 4922 Highway 58, right there behind the Tennessee Valley Federal Credit Union, and grab you a fresh sauce lasagna, pies, stromboli, you name it, they got it. All authentic, music included. Go out there and talk to them. Tell them the Sportz Guy said, "Hey." Then, you got your stuff in storage there, Josh.
Yep.
You said you were worried about somebody getting in there and stealing your Star Wars glasses and your Batman glasses.
There you go. Star Wars.
Okay,
Batman.
Yeah, Batman. Well, I got it for you. L&K Portable Buildings there at 3532 Lakeview Drive, the corner of Lakeview Drive in Cloud Springs. Carries over there, and I'm just telling you now, I'm the boss. So you need to just go over there and tell them, no credit check. They'll deliver it for free 50 miles out. And you can get you a building right there next to your house, put your own lock in there, and nobody get in there. And you got your portable building. You can have your man cave. Your girlfriend can have a she cave.
She shed.
And, insurance covers she sheds these days. 5% off all January, and then I got one just perfect for you. You get a total of 20% off on one building.
You're almost giving that building away.
I'm almost, and you should go see it. I wish I could have it. And then when you're done with that, you're done your shopping, you're done your eating, you done found your house you're going to go into, and then your kid goes, "Dad, I need some fresh tomatoes to take to my teacher because she loves Mater sandwiches." Mater sandwiches. Yeah, she's talking about Mater sandwiches today. Well, I got a place for you. Root to Fruit. And if you're looking for cheese, vegetables, nuts, strawberries, fresh stuff you want to really suck up to your teacher, Root to Fruit. And this week, cabbage is 29 cents a pound. Navel oranges, $3 for $1. Grapefruit, $3 for $1. Tomatoes, $3 a cup. 10 pounds of Idaho russet potatoes, $2.99. All greens are 99 cents a pound. Cut turnips are 49 cents a pound. And they have honey bells, sweet onions, 99 cents a pound. I'm giving you a complete shopping list. You can go eat, get you a new building, and find you a new house
for the building.
And then go grocery shopping for the new house. And don't even have to go to the store. And when you're done, what else can you do? Awesome.
Speaking of new houses.
Yeah.
How many, just off the top of your head, new coaches are we going to have in the NFL next year?
Next year, I would say at least 5.
5? Okay.
Yeah, because God help. Keon's going to like this, but I think Jason Garrett gets a 1-year extension. I don't think he gets a long-term deal. And I hope he's gone next year because he ruined my Cowboys.
He
ruined my Cowboys.
I, as a Redskins fan, love Jason Garrett.
Garrett
is the best thing that ever happened to me. However, Jerry Jones loves him. And he's
like
Jerry's guy.
Son.
And I don't know if Jerry's going to run him off. And they did make the playoffs. I see a world where Jason Garrett is there longer than just a 1-year deal.
Well, it's rumored that they're restructuring, and I say that to say this. The NFL teams are reportedly restructuring and structuring coaches' contracts to prepare for a work stoppage in 2021.
Ooh, that's like 2 years.
Yeah, that's when the
current contract,
the agreement with the NFLPA and the NFL is done. They're 10-year. So we could be in the next 2 years heading towards another lockout again.
I think it gets worked out before then, but yeah, I think Jason Garrett needs to go.
The players have a lot of grievances that the league has not addressed. And if they don't figure out a way to handle that, and they haven't shown in the past that they're willing to handle that, we're going to have another lockout.
Yeah, I agree.
I think one of the big ones is guaranteed pay, like baseball, where you're going to guarantee you get your money.
Yeah,
like Kirk Cousins did.
They're
nothing,
not, right? Because he hasn't actually turned out to be much. But
nothing.
They haven't. They're not going to get that. They want that, but they're not going to get that.
No.
The league is already. They're going to wait till the players run out of money, basically, and then they're going to get what they want. But another thing they do want is for Roger Goodell to have a whole lot less power when it comes to disciplining people, because he has too much.
Well, here's the thing: the crew that runs the commissioner there can fix that. And Jerry Jones is the biggest fool up there. I mean, really. He's working for the owners, so why would they want to give him less power? I mean, he's helping them.
Yeah, no, he works for them. They're his bosses, all 32 of them. There's no reason.
So you think that he retires before all this goes down?
I don't see why. I mean, if
he's got a guaranteed salary and guaranteed, and
access to a private jet. If Roger Goodell's got the best job in sports, why would you ever step down from that? I don't know. If I had that job, they'd have to fire me.
Yeah, because I'd always be on the plane going somewhere, or I'd be like Jerry Jones in that $250 million boat out there with 3 helipads on it. I don't know where you're going to go, but we go to Corpus Christi and go fishing or something.
Yeah, and like Keon said, like the two main things that are listed in this as far as tensions growing is the player punishment and the kneeling during the national anthem controversy.
Really
that's the two big
what do
things.
you do? I mean, I think the networks should fix this. They don't show the national anthem, and then they come in right at kickoff.
Yeah.
So but the NFL, but the networks make a ton of money off of the national anthem. Like, no matter what you think, patriotism sells, and they like the money that they get from it. They're never going to stop showing that.
No.
And they should show, and don't get me wrong here. I'm not even saying that. I am as patriot as you can be. I want to see the national anthem. I want to see the Roseanne Barrs try to sing. I want to see whoever attempt to
speak for yourself.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Other people can sing, just not her.
But my point of it is I want to see the national anthem, and they've taken that away, and it's why a lot of people. A lot of my listeners have not watched NFL, and that's why Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job. Quite frankly,
which is fundamentally nonsense. But
yeah,
it is fundamentally nonsense. But
whether or not you agree with it, he should still be allowed to do it unless there's a rule that states that he can't, and there is no rule that says that he can't.
But you're right. Yeah. We could argue that all day, but I just don't think he was ever that good of a quarterback anyway.
Well, I mean, he went to a Super Bowl with, I don't know. Like, to me, he may not be, even if he's not that great of a quarterback in your opinion, some of the guys that are playing in the league right now, he's definitely better than them.
Yeah. Eric Reed is another one that is still kneeling, but you're right. Some of these, Colin Kaepernick is probably a whole lot better. RG3. Come on, Colin Kaepernick's better than RG3. He should have been on Baltimore's team.
Eric Reed plays for Carolina now, and I don't recall seeing him. The games that they aired of Carolina, I don't recall seeing him kneeling. Now, they didn't show the national anthem, so I can't
that's what they
way say yes or no, but I haven't heard anything coming out of Carolina as far as him kneeling. The only thing coming out of Carolina that I've heard is him being randomly drug tested every week.
Yeah, and he passes every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're clearly just doing that because they're trying to mess with him.
Yeah.
Which is,
I agree.
again, wrong.
Mhm.
And one of the things that may come up in the collective bargaining agreement as well. But the players just don't have the leverage in the NFL the way that other sports do.
Exactly.
And baseball seems to have gotten it right somehow, some way, because they're guaranteed money and they're getting what they want, and people are playing. I mean, look at Machado, look at Bryce Harper. Name the last time you saw a football player going to get $300 million.
That's why Kyler Murray needs to play baseball.
Exactly.
If he plays his cards right,
he could be a $100 million man in 2 years
and not have to risk concussions and all of that other
not
business.
as many. I mean, he still could get hurt.
Yeah,
but he's
nothing like
But
NFL.
come on, there's nothing like a football injury. A football injury is just some of the most vicious stuff you've ever seen. You don't have to worry about all of that stuff.
In baseball, yes, you could get hit by a baseball, but really seriously, look at Freddie Freeman. He got a 10-year contract, over $100 million, and he is playing for the Atlanta Braves till he can't play no more.
Yeah, and like we were saying during the break, that's what Bryce Harper is looking to do with his 10-year contract.
He's 27, you said?
26.
And he's wanting 10 years, so he's going to play to he's 35, 36. I don't know that he'll be the same Bryce Harper in 10 years, but in 5 years, he still could be. And then the point of that is, why is he staying in the division?
Because they're offering him money.
You don't think LA could offer him?
They haven't yet. I mean, they've offered him a lot, but Philly's trying to offer him more.
There's only two teams that are trying to offer money right now, and that's the Phillies and
the Mets.
No, the Nats.
Let me ask a question here. Let's say he signs with Philadelphia, and I know that you don't like this, or
It'll break my heart.
Break your heart. But if he signs with Philly, or he signs with Philadelphia, or whoever, and he gets hurt or something, God forbid, we don't want him to get hurt. Well, he does not fulfill what he says he can do. Is he a flop?
I mean, maybe, but that's not. If he gets hurt, that's not his fault.
I mean, if he that all that in DC?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. I mean, there were years where, because people don't remember the years where the Nats were truly terrible, he was the only functioning part of the team.
And then
he was all that.
Yeah. What he's asking, he's worth every bit of it.
He didn't play well last year, but that was just 1 year in his whole career so far.
And the Braves had his number every time, too. But,
but some teams do.
Yeah,
but
you got teams like that.
But, okay, if you can prove to me what you have with Bryce Harper, tell me what Manny Machado did for L.A.
He stumped on some ankles at first base, trying to leg out.
Yeah, be a little dirty.
I mean,
I don't like Manny Machado. I don't know if I have good things to say.
If he didn't go to Los Angeles, if he stayed in Baltimore, I was okay with him in Baltimore. You never heard anything from him in Baltimore. It's when he went to Los Angeles is when all this dirty stuff started coming out about him.
I mean, is he? I didn't see, because I watched a lot of Dodger games. I didn't see the $300 million man.
No.
I mean, Bryce Harper, unfortunately, I saw a lot of things from him, a lot of home runs and a lot of broken hearts, but I didn't see what I saw with Manny Machado as I did with Bryce Harper.
No. But Manny did have some years in Baltimore where you look at him and you go, he could be that. He could get there. He had some MVP caliber seasons.
Juan Carlos Stanton. Tell me he was the bomb.
He's all Miami had.
All Miami had, and he goes to New York and he's nothing.
Well, that's because I've how many times have I told you the Yankees, they get all those big name players and they don't gel. They all have the big egos.
But
and I also think Giancarlo Stanton is an example of really good player on a bad team.
Yeah.
He looks even better than he is because the team is so terrible. My biggest criticism of Giancarlo Stanton for always has been that he swings at everything. If he hits it, it's a home run.
But
if
he
hits it,
swing. I mean, he struck out more than he hit last year.
That's been his career.
Yeah, that's because he swings at everything.
He swings at everything.
But some coach somewhere down the line taught him this, or he put this in his mind, and then went, "Oh, this is good." No, it's not.
We live in highlight culture.
Mm-hmm.
If you hit home runs, hit a bunch of triples, grand slams, you're going to be on ESPN a lot.
Aaron Judge did not hit like that. He hit doubles and triples and kept people in ball games, and then other people hit. I'm a purist.
What happened? Stanton got there, and he started swinging at everything, too. And the two of them struck out more than any two players in the history of baseball.
But you're not going to see all those strikeouts. You're going to see the bombs that they hit on Sports Center.
But the point of it is you go to Suzuki, who played for the Braves last year. He didn't hit all that many home runs. He was around 240, 250. But you saw in the highlights him hitting doubles and triples and getting the ball in play and other people scoring, and then the Braves winning on last hits and pinch hits and all that stuff. That is real baseball. Swinging for the fences every time is boring.
Yeah, well, I listened to an interview with Pete Rose ages ago, where Pete Rose is. I mean, that's what he's saying too. Like the idea that you swing at everything. He just thinks that guys don't understand the strategy of hitting anymore. It's all power.
And that's the point of it. It is more than power. It's like we talked about pitching. I'm talking about how pitchers don't hit. You said, if I understand this, they're a specialty. So they work on their craft. Like I work on being the sports guy and working on this craft every day so that I am the best I can be. And I try not to make a lot of mistakes. I still make mistakes, but I still work on it. Could you not be Giancarlo Stanton and work on hitting the ball? Not maybe. I mean, if he lays a fastball up here and it's going for the fence, okay, I see that. But he's throwing some curveball at you, and it's outside, and you hit it, and it goes opposite field over the first baseman, and it gets you a single, but it brings the guy in from second home. Those stats are just as important as swinging for the fences.
They're more important. And, coaching Little League, that's what I try to instill.
I hope that you teach them base hits are just as good as home.
Yeah.
You can win ball games off base hits, and you can kill a team.
The best conversation I've had with those kids, I mean, these are 9 and 10-year-old kids.
And they look up to these kids.
It's, well, why is he going to bunt? He's going to get out. Well, that's not the point. The point is you're moving the runner into scoring position. That's the point of a sacrifice bunt. It's explaining stuff like that I think gets lost along the way somewhere.
There's some lost art to it. Do you not think so, Ken? I mean, do you think that somewhere down the line there, people, young kids, and I say young kids because you're young too, lost the art of playing small ball?
Yeah, they do along the way. I think at the Little League level, I still think there are a lot of great teachers who are trying to explain that this is how you play the game. But you do get to, I think, high school level and maybe somewhere in the minors, you're just trying so hard to stand out in people's minds that you lose the fundamentals a little bit.
With that being said, we've spent a whole segment on just baseball. Just think. There's more to come. Right here.
Minor league hockey names.
Minor league hockey names. You've got to come by and listen to us on Nuba Radio 92.7. Big John, Christian, Jeff John Stone, and Keon.
3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news. Now.
Volkswagen to create 1,000 new jobs in Chattanooga expansion. Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam, along with the Department of Economic and Community Development Commissioner and Volkswagen AG, announcing today Chattanooga will be home to the company's first electric vehicle manufacturing facility in North America. Governor Haslam said, "I thank Volkswagen for its partnership. Also applaud the company for its ongoing commitment to education and workforce alignment." Gasoline prices in Chattanooga have risen 14.4 cents per gallon in the past week, according to the Chattanoogan reporting Gas Buddies daily survey of 170 stations in Chattanooga. Chattanooga. With oil prices back over $50 per barrel, it looks like gas prices in more areas may soon bottom out and start to tick higher. And the 2019 Chattanooga Women's March Rally will be held this Saturday. Participants will gather at Coolidge Park beginning at 11. Val St. John for Nooga Radio, News Talk 92.7, Action News now.
Sean Hannity, weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 p.m. on Nooga Radio 92.7 FM.
Nooga Radio 92.7.
Listen up, y'all. This is Ben Phillips with Home Rate Mortgage right here in Chattanooga. I'm in the business of saving people money. And if you want to save money, you need to pick that cell phone up right now. 805-9100. I just helped a doctor with a $400,000 mortgage. It closed in just 24 days. We lowered his rate by over 4%, saving his family $394,000 in mortgage interest payments. And get this, several lenders told this doctor he was stuck in his loan. What was the difference? He called the mortgage doctors at Home Rate Mortgage right here in Chattanooga. 805-9100. What would 10 minutes on the phone with Home Rate Mortgage do for you? Get that cell phone out right now. 805-9100. Let us prescribe you a better solution for you to reach your financial goals. Just give us a call right now. 805-9100 or online at homeratemortgage.com.
Wow, Triumph Spitfire. I haven't seen one of those in ages. Boy, is it gorgeous.
Thanks. It was my grandfather's. Drives like a dream.
Where do you go to keep it up?
Rivermont Pure. I never thought I'd find a place, but they specialize in older and European cars. They get the hard-to-find parts and treat me right every time.
Rivermont Pure?
Yeah, they're on Hickson Pike across from Lupton Drive. I found them online at rivermontpureservice.com.
Rivermont Pure. Import or domestic. If it rolls, they work it.
Join We've Got You Covered with Scott Schrader every Saturday from 10 to 11 on Nooga Radio. From finance to fixtures, we discuss everything you need to know about buying or owning a home, the pitfalls, the perks, and everything in between. Saturday mornings from 10 to 11, right here on Nooga Radio.
Whether you have marginal, moderate, or even extensive hair loss, you don't have to live with it. Finally, there's a procedure that becomes a part of you, and it requires no daily maintenance or special care. Let Apollo Hair Systems give you a free hair and scalp analysis today. Call 423-803-1011 and schedule this free evaluation today. Open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Apollo Hair Systems, 5512 Ringgold Road in Chattanooga. 423-803-1011 for Apollo Hair Systems.
For your small business, ending the year the right way can set you up for success come January. No need to let end-of-year panic set in. Easy Books and Taxes can help set up your books or new payroll service so that you can relax and enjoy the holiday season. With 35 years, bookkeeping, individual, and business tax preparation, it's easy. With Easy Books and Taxes, you run the business, we keep the books. Call us today at 423-755-0821.
Martin Truex Jr. is off the pace and he is headed to the pit lane. Elliott Powers around the outside. Michael McDowell pops a right front tire. Here's Martin Truex to the bottom. Blaney blocks him off too. Meanwhile, Chase Elliott went 4 wide on the back straightaway. They're side by side for the lead.
Hear it live on Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station.
Nooga Radio, 92.7 FM, 95.3 HD4.
The voice of NASCAR.
Nooga Radio, Chattanooga weather.
Got some leftover clouds out there, 3 or nighttime. A little colder overnight with some patchy late fog. Lows 30 to 32. For Tuesday, much nicer with more sunshine. Highs into the upper 40s. For Wednesday, continue dry with some sun. Milder highs back into the 50s. Tired of the pressures of car shopping? Come see what more people are making the short drive to Jackson Chevrolet Buick GMC in Lafayette or online at jacksongm.com. That's Jackson Chevy Buick GMC in Lafayette. And I'm Storm Team 12 Chief Meteorologist Patrick Moore.
Nooga Radio 92.7.
Last quarter of the Sportz Guys on a Monday. Big, bad John Christopher. The smooth footed Keon, and a little bitty Josh Stone.
Why about a little bitty?
Because that's what came to mind.
Can something different come to mind?
A little bit more accurate, maybe. I feel weird with a guy being this like the same size as me being described as little bitty, because then, of course, as we all learn in geometry through transitive properties, that also makes me a little bitty. I don't like that very much.
Me neither.
Thank you so much for being a part of our show today. Again, I want to say thank you to Keon for taking time from his family to be a part of the Sports Guys tonight. Josh as well. We have a good time. I give them a hard time, but they're great. And I was really surprised that Keon was here. It made my day. And it's been a great conversation. So thank y'all both for being a part of something really special here in Chattanooga. It's 8:35. So you have 25 minutes of the Sports Guys left. And then you have to wait till tomorrow. 24 hours. We'll be back at 6 o'clock. But couple of things. Root to Fruit. That is your new. Every time you hear that Root to Fruit, you're gonna know what they do. Root to Fruit is on Ringo Road up there by Crown Produce, and you need to go see them. They got cabbage 29 cents a pound, navel oranges 3 for $1, grapefruit 3 for $1. If you want a good Mater sandwich, tomatoes are $3 a cup. 10-pound Idaho russet, $2.99. All grains, 99 cents a pound. Cut turnips, 49 cents a pound. And honey bells, sweet onions, 99 cents a pound. We're going to be at a live remote on Wednesday, and you are invited. Everybody in Chattanooga is invited to come to AJ Sports Bar and Grill. I got room for you. Trust me. I got parking for you. I got room for you. And you can meet me and the rest of the guys here.
I'll be there.
You better be.
Oh, I'm not missing those wings.
50-cent wing night, 74 cent takeout for wings. And you get to meet AJ, who was on here, and she did a phenomenal job.
Great job.
She did. And you know what? She even took up for the guy that got his honey beat.
Yeah. Which was surprising.
Yeah. I was like, looked at her so like crazy, like he is just over the top. And I thought, really?
No, he deserved it.
He deserved it. Great food. They have got a TV for every sport you can think of. 1-inch sirloin cooked to your choice. Tomorrow, I think I'm having a 10-ounce chopped steak with lots of sides. And I'm going to have a water with lemon. My favorite thing.
But if you don't want water, there's 16.
There's plenty of that.
16.
You could take a day off tomorrow or a Wednesday. Just take a day off Thursday and come eat wings and drink some adult beverages. 16 of them. Different ones. 423-485-9080 or 6238 Bonnie Oaks Drive. When you get done with that, call Donna, but wait till the next morning. 238-5440 or 544-1906. If you have 60 houses in front of you, you've seen on the internet, she'll take you. She did me. I had 60. I said 50, but really technically, I looked at 10 of them before I even got to her. So technically, I looked at 60 houses. So go see her at 238-5440. No cost evaluation for your home. And she will not rest until she gets you your house. And then you know what you can do for lunch on Wednesday before you go to wings? Go to Portobello's.
Oh, yeah. Authentic, homemade Italian food. And the music as well.
4922 Highway 58. And then you're worried about your stuff getting taken or somebody going through your stuff and stealing your Batman and Robin.
Yeah, I don't want my Batman stuff stolen.
You better get you a building then.
I need one.
I'll tell you what I'll do for you. I'll give you 5% off. Go get you one. No credit check.
Ooh.
Just talk to Kerry. He'll take care of you.
What could you do for me if I wanted, say, a man cave?
I got a 12x32 sitting at the end of the park, end of the row there. I'll give you 20% off.
Take it.
Yep.
None.
Just go tell Kerry I said give you 20% off. It's all yours. 3532 Lakeview Drive in Rossville. 858-0077.
So Friday, we had a little segment where we talked about some of the best minor league baseball team names out there right now.
Keon, you'll love this segment.
So just to recap, just one.
Okay.
The Miami Marlins AAA squad is in New Orleans, and then the New Orleans Baby Cakes.
Baby Cakes, man. When they hit that home run, you're going to go, Baby Cakes, Baby Cakes. Woo-wee.
I have minor league hockey names.
We're in trouble, Keon.
Oh, boy.
I know.
Some of these are unique. There's a team out there called the Florida Everblades. Everblades.
Okay, they tried. Yeah. So they tried to take something that is related to where they are, and they tried to make it vaguely intimidating. I'm okay with this because it's not the jumbo shrimp.
It's not jumbo shrimp, or not the the pink fish or something.
Yeah, your team name shouldn't be an appetizer at Applebee's,
right? Or or all you can eat.
You might not want to go to Orlando to watch minor league hockey because you'd be watching the Orlando Solar Bears.
Oh, come on.
Come on. How intimidating is a solar bear? Really, you're going to look at a solar bear and go, ugh.
Sounds like a Pokemon. I mean,
I don't do Pokemon.
What is a solar bear? So how would you describe what that is?
So some of y'all out there,
a polar bear, I guess.
Here, so if you're out in Florida and you're listening to us out here, and what is a solar bear? Because I know what a polar bear is. Those are kind of intimidating, but solar bear, really? Okay.
How about a team named after one of the reindeer?
Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer?
No. The Danville Dashers.
Danville
the least popular reindeer, too?
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
Then you've got the Wheeling Nailers.
Seriously, stop right there.
That's a job. And not even a fun job.
No, these are 100% real minor league hockey names.
The Dallas Cowboys. Cowboy is a fun job that you wanted when you were a kid before you realized you couldn't grow up and be a cowboy.
Yeah.
You didn't want to be a nailer
or a Texan. You could be. That reminds me of a cowboy or something. Seriously, I want to go out there and be a nailer who puts houses together. Really?
Well, Greenville.
Come on,
Greenville, South Carolina. Now, according to this, if you live in or around Greenville, South Carolina, this makes a ton of sense. But anybody outside, it does not.
Keon, you better get your Google on because I see the name here, and you're not going to believe this. I'm fixing to roll my eyes.
They are the Greenville Swamp Rabbits.
Swamp Rabbits. I mean, that's like a little Peter Cottontail going down the road here.
Now, no thanks.
Now, you do need to Google because apparently there was a real animal named the Swamp Rabbit.
Seriously, 800-8949, 800-8949. Tell me what you think of these names because really,
they sound ridiculous and also
not
really
even intimidating.
Swamp Rabbit just sounds like a rabbit, but gross.
Yeah, you could get I'm thinking mascot here, Swamp Rabbit. So you got Bugs Bunny with a little tail,
and then you
mix with green stuff on you and dirt on your uniform. A Swamp Rabbit.
Roanoke. I feel like Roanoke had a really fun minor league baseball name that I can't recall off the top of my head.
They did, and I don't remember what it was.
They also have a hockey team called the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs.
Rail Yard Dogs. I think DAWGS or
yes, DAWGS. Dogs.
Wow.
Yeah. Are y'all hearing this out here? Because I'm hearing it, and I'm not believing it.
Well, we're going to go outside the United States for a couple.
Ooh, I can only imagine now.
Up in Quebec, Canada, and I'm going to butcher this name. I'm just telling you now. The Assurance Thetford.
Spell that.
It's ASSURANCIE.
Okay,
is the first name.
Okay,
and then Thetford, THETFORD.
Well, French Canadians are weird anyway.
True.
They're definitely not Southern.
And the logo. This one explains the logo. It's a knight using a door as a shield.
Okay,
so he's a poor knight.
He's a poor knight because he's opening doors for folks.
Couldn't afford an actual shield. Just like, let me just take this off my hinges. That'll do it.
Or he could be a court jester. Court jester dressed up holding the door. That would have been better.
Yeah. Berlin, one of their minor league hockey teams is the Berlin River Drivers.
River what now?
River Drivers. Well, it's actually, this says it's a long way of saying lumberjack.
Lumberjack.
So that's pretty much.
Well, here's the thing. You could have just said lumberjack, and that would have been 10 times better than what you actually came up with.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Come on now.
Wait, so you just decided to find the hard way of saying lumberjack instead of just saying lumberjack?
But that is Germany, though. So.
That's true.
They don't make sense.
No. How about coming back to the United States, Rockford Ice Hogs?
Oh, yeah.
Pigs on ice.
Pigs on ice.
That actually sounds pretty scary. That's
like pigs can fly, so pigs on ice.
That one does sound kind of...
Like if you were trapped on ice and then you saw an ice hog coming your way, does that not sound like something you don't want? I'm okay with avoiding that, actually.
I am, too.
That is the first truly intimidating name that we've gotten here.
Oh, I'm impressed so far. One.
Well, would you believe that there's a name worse than baby cakes?
No way.
Yes.
That's impossible.
St. George has their mascot. They are the St. George Cool FM 1035.
So they named it.
They're the radio station.
So we could be the cool Nougat Radio 927.
We gotta find someone to strike a deal with.
Exactly because
bring some minor league hockey to Chattanooga.
Heck yeah.
The Chattanooga Nougat Radio.
Hey, you know where we could
927 FM.
Hey, you know where we could have the games at? They have the ice rink out there at the Choo Choo. So you could have it right there.
That's true.
You could have, and then had little kids play ice hockey and call them the cool Nougats.
I have some more. Do you want some more?
Oh, yeah. But I think Keon's going to check out on us.
Yeah, I got to roll out of here, guys. But I'm glad I got to catch some of these names. They're ridiculous.
And thanks for hanging out with us.
Hey, man, come back anytime, okay?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can catch up with you guys on Wednesday.
Okay, we'll see you then.
All right, fellas.
See you.
Halifax is a minor league hockey team. They're the Halifax Mooseheads.
Woo! The Mooseheads. That sounds like a beer or something.
That one's not.
Keon, as he walks out the door,
he's laughing.
He's laughing.
He would have liked this one. Shreveport, their minor league hockey team are the Mudbugs.
The Mudbug.
The Mudbugs.
You know what? Hey, you know what a mudbug is?
No, I do not.
It's a crawfish.
Really?
Yeah.
So why not say crawfish?
In Louisiana they call them mudbugs.
Well, then it makes sense then, because I didn't know that. That makes sense.
Mudbugs are crawfish. They're vicious to animals their size.
You will absolutely love this one.
Oh my goodness.
Odessa, Texas.
Another Texas.
They are the Odessa Jackalopes.
A jackalope. 800-8949. Somebody save me. Please call and save me, and let's talk some football, because I'm hearing hockey and it is definitely, please help me.
I've got four more.
800-8949.
Can you make it through four more?
I guess I'm going to have to.
I promise I've saved some of the best for last.
Okay.
The Hamilton Finn Cups.
Ooh, so I could get like this coffee.
With a fin coming out.
A fin cup. So you call them a land shark?
I'm assuming so.
So you call them a coffee shark? So intimidating. Not.
Kentucky. Now this one is they're Kentucky. It makes sense.
Okay, before you even start, Kentucky is Wildcats. They're Louisville.
It's going a different direction as far as sports.
I'm trying to think. They got hogs. They got deer. What on earth did they name their minor league hockey team?
It's a play on the Kentucky Downs horse racing.
Okay.
The Kentucky.
Is it going to be Is it going to be the Kentucky Tadpoles? Or
no.
Mud or what?
You know those horses. They're thoroughbreds.
Yeah.
Kentucky's minor league hockey team is the Kentucky Thoroughblades.
Thoroughblades.
You can get it. Hockey players wear.
I could really not get excited for this. I mean, okay, Knoxville has the Ice Bears. I kind of think they could have come better up with that.
Yeah. St. John's, Minnesota.
Oh, I can only imagine what's coming out of here. It could be like before you say anything, let me guess.
Okay.
It's going to be the frozen fish tundra or the frozen deer tail or something.
Complete opposite direction.
I can only imagine.
The St. John's Fog Devils.
The Fog Devils.
Now,
so if I have the Rain Devils, that just means we have rain. Okay.
And the last one, Lewiston, is a town in Maine.
Oh, please! If this is this the number one?
This for me it is but I'm gonna have to.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to spell it because when I tell you, it's gonna sound normal. They're the Lewiston Maniacs.
The Maniacs,
but they have capitalized M-A-I-N-E.
The Maine. So it's like a horse mane. Like a horse mane.
Like they're the state. Because they're in Maine, Lewiston, Maine. Oh. So they've capitalized because Maniacs, they put Maine in the word Maniacs. Because I don't think that's how I could be wrong. But they've capitalized the word Maine from the state. And then,
So, okay. If Chattanooga had a minor league hockey team, what would your name be? We need some names. We're taking names. 423-800-8949. So that's 800-8949. I need some help. Because, if I win this lottery, I'm going to bring minor league hockey back to Chattanooga. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to have it. We're going to have it at the ice skating ring during the 2 weeks that they have. We're going to have like a 2-team tournament. We're going to have it at the ice rink and run everybody off the ice rink and have a hockey game and bounce off the walls and fall on the concrete and all kind of fun stuff.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't East Ridge? I mean, I know they had a minor league arena football.
A couple teams.
Wasn't their mascot on one of the teams the River Cats?
The River Sharks.
River Sharks. Well, let's go with River Cats.
Come on, folks. You got to save me here. 800-8949. 800-8949. Because
what would you name a minor league hockey, or for that matter, a minor league baseball team, if you were the owner? If you could name a minor league baseball hockey team, what would you name it?
Because I'm going to tell you right now, it would be the Chattanooga Generals.
I like that. Baseball or hockey?
Either one.
Either one.
And then it might be the Chattanooga Cannons.
I like the Chattanooga Cannons.
Good semi-pro team.
Mm-hmm.
Chattanooga Cannons.
We've got some local semi-pro football.
We do. And we want to talk to y'all. We want you to come in and tell us about your team and all that good fun. There's actually a league that's out of Rock Spring, Georgia, that has a lot of teams in this area in Knoxville.
The IAFL, I believe.
I believe that's.
But they've got a Tennessee. Teams from Tennessee, from North and South Carolina, Florida,
they're all
Georgia,
over the place,
Kentucky.
And they got some interesting names too.
And they're growing.
You know what you should do is you should come up with top 20 semi-pro football teams that aren't very good names.
When do you want it by?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? I'll have it tomorrow.
What do you think? We're going to come up with the 20 worst semi-pro football team names.
And we're going to do it sooner than the last segment. That way you have time to call in and
Exactly. 800-8949. We do appreciate you being a part of the Sports Guys. We're completing Monday. This means that it's 38 degrees outside, winds at almost 4 miles an hour. That means it's not too windy, but you need bundled up and be a part of the Sports Guys network. We are on Facebook, the Sports Guys. You can also be a part of our owner, Chris Clanton. His page is one of the best ESPN type sporting pages.
That's all that's on it is sports. So.
It is mostly 99% of the sports. You can get a part of his page, and then follow us on Nougat Radio 927. You need to call Nougat Radio 927. Tell them what you think of this show. Management wants to hear it.
Real quick, just got some news on my phone.
Go ahead.
Rumor has it that Antonio Brown, he wants out of Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Looks like he could be going towards San Francisco 49ers.
Go West, which is, part of what they do. So we're completing the first day of the week with you. So follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, at Sportz Guys John, and we love having you a part of us. We'll be back tomorrow night with the 20 worst semi-pro name in football. Peace and be with you. God bless you. Talk to you later. Good night, everybody.
The station you hear everywhere.
Cougar Radio 92.7. 3, 2, 1.
Chattanooga Radio. Digital FM 95.3 HD4. 92.7 FM's news now.
Volkswagen to create 1,000 new jobs in Chattanooga expansion. Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam, along with the Department of Economic and Community Development Commissioner and Volkswagen AG, announcing today Chattanooga will be home to the company's first electric vehicle manufacturing facility in North America. Governor Haslam said, "I thank Volkswagen for its partnership. Also applaud the company for its ongoing commitment to education and workforce alignment." Gasoline prices in Chattanooga have risen 14.4 cents per gallon in the past week, according to the Chattanoogan Reporting Gas Buddies daily survey of 170 stations in Chattanooga. With oil prices back over $50 per barrel, it looks like gas prices in more areas may soon bottom out and start to tick higher. And the 2019 Chattanooga Women's March Rally